Saga begins. Saga begins. Kiss the girls and make a cry. What's going on, y'all? I got another mic. Can y'all hear me better? Can everybody out there hear me better? I got a whole another mic. I went and got a fresh, brand new mic just for this show. I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait it out. And then when it's time, because I knew this time was coming. Y'all probably know it's coming, but I knew it was coming. I already knew it was coming. I said, when it's time, I go get a new mic and all that stuff or whatever, whatnot. But we don't need to yet. Hold on, y'all. I ain't officially ready, but I wanted to get it going so that y'all could be here. But I ain't officially ready. But I'm here. So I'm gonna have to give y'all a quick commercial break. And then after this quick commercial break, then I'm gonna be back. All right. I originally had to go use the bathroom, that's all. I wasn't ready, but I'm ready now. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, people? What it do? Yeah, I went and got a whole brand new microphone for this one, baby. I told y'all I had to get a new mic, everything. I was just sitting back waiting. I was like, you know what? I know when it's going to be time to be heard. It ain't been time to be heard yet. But when it's time to be heard, I'm going to go buy a whole brand new microphone. And that's what I did. I got a whole new blue mic. I said, we got to be ready today. But I said, we got to be ready. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Kai Love, what's going on? Satasha, yeah, man. Ego Job, what it do, baby? What it do? Y'all see and say it. What it do, baby? Y'all just waiting on, Coach and the rest of them to give them the time to get ready to come on in, What's going on? Michael, you playing. My mic better not be breaking up. You better not. It's buzzing. Is it buzzing for real? If it's buzzing, I know why. It's staticky. Yeah, if it's staticky, I know why. Don't worry about it. I'm finna go out and then come back in because I just hooked it up and I forgot. When I hook it up, I gotta actually run it through the system. So it's like, yeah, I'm really just like it's almost like just making y'all wait in the anticipation. Hold on 1 second though. While y'all do that, I'm gonna go ahead and let Coach hop on there. Coach, I'll be right back. I'm gonna come out and come back in so I can reset my brand new microphone. You got it from here, Coach. I'm out of here. I'll be right back.
What's going on, good people? How y'all doing? While Ray's going through technical difficulties yet again, we here. Interesting weekend, don't y'all think? Very, very interesting weekend. Aaliyah Hobbs, Femke Bowl. The world record, the DMR got broken. Noah Lyles pulled out of the 60. He felt something. He knew that college kid was going to give him that business. That's what it was. I'm just playing. I'm serious, but I'm just playing. Because I respect Coach Brahman to the utmost, but I don't know, man. I think had he ran 650 in the semis, I think he would have ran in the finals. If he knew he had a full control of that semifinals, I think he would have ran. See, he didn't want to take that L. But I'm going to keep the rest of my comments to myself. Let me look at these comments. For a matter of fact, let me go ahead and look at the comment section. See what y'all talking about up in here. Let's see what's popping. Comment section. See what y'all talking about up in here. All right. Let's see. NOJ. Shout out. Thank you for agreeing. Randy Washington, what's going on, baby? How you feeling? Kai Love. I ain't crazy. I'm just speaking facts. Listen, man, I've been in this game long enough, man. I know BS when I see it. Who else? Mad Scientist. Oh, you like that one? Are you laughing? Eco Jock. What's going on, man? Mad Scientist, my guy. What's happening, baby? What's happening? Yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff. Oh, World Cross Country Finals was crazy. Yo, Shorty was winning and she blacked out. Did y'all catch that? That was crazy. That was wild. Jabez Reeves. Yo, look, man. I really feel that. He could have went out there and won. But he saw that college kid was not playing. College kid was not playing at all. He was capping. And like I said, I respect Noah Lyles, bro. Like, he can talk all the noise he want. He got the medals, stuff like that. I just find it to be a little odd that he pulled out. I really believe that if he ran 650, 649, he would have ran the finals. Because he know he would have ran away from that and got it and got the win, and he would have set the tone. Because his ultimate goal is to break the world record or to lower the American record. And all this stuff plays into his progression and his success.
All right.
Oh, here goes Ray. Just cut me off in the middle of my
I'm sorry, sir. Can y'all hear me better, though? Can y'all hear me better now? I feel like my static and everything's been fixed. Can y'all hear me better? It's a lot better? Okay, cool. I know what's going on. Let me do this, too. Let me go on and bring Brother Cotton in, No, he want to talk about stuff today. Go ahead with your soliloquy, man. Go on and finish it before we even get started and all this thing. Go ahead.
When it's all said and done, I really think if Noah Lyles would have ran 650 or faster, he would have ran in the finals. He knew that college kid was coming for blood, and he.
You think that would happen?
Felt something when he bent over to go pick up his stuff.
You think that?
Ray, we've been in this game long enough. We've seen it before. Come on, Ray. Just go and jump in.
Before we even tackle the prayer stuff, let's go ahead and get it out the way. Then let's go ahead and get it out the way. Colin, what's going on, brother? Let's go ahead and get it out the way. Now, Coach, and Colin. Now, when it first happened, that same thing I said, man, what in the? I said, man, he might have been scared. I even alluded to that, But then I got a text today, like out of nowhere. I didn't ask for the text. I didn't ask for no question or nothing. And the text literally read, Noah's actually hurt. I said, oh, shit, look, I ain't gonna look. Man, I'm gonna read it to y'all and tell y'all the time it came to me. It was out the blue. What time did he send me that message? Hold on, I'm gonna read it to y'all. Oh yeah, okay. So it came to me at 12:18 p.m. Noah hurt with the little what's her name face. And then it was like, what the hell? Ain't no team to make, running fast for what? Run you a few races to see what you look like and take you home for outdoor season is here. So that was the message I got because they also, put out how they felt about it. It's like he really, I guess, really is hurt. It wouldn't know, and that source, I know that source is not going to just be saying it. So apparently he really is hurt. So now, if we even want to go on that notion, it's like, I don't want to be that person that do what I did and be like, I told you so. But this the shit I be talking about. Like, what's the purpose of running indoor, especially this year, when there's no world championships? There's nothing for you to make, which makes sense why Trayvon will pull out, which makes sense why Coleman will pull out, which makes sense because, like, no, friend, what are we running for? Just to go win a U.S. championship and that's it? It's not worth it. That's what I meant by what it says it's not worth it. Now with this new bit of information, with him actually being hurt, not to an extent to where he can't run, but it's just like I text back to him. I was like, well, hurt and injured is two totally different things. So he's actually hurt. He's not injured, but he's hurt. So now, of course, Coach, you know it, and Colin, you know it too. When you get hurt, you have to sit down. Ain't no getting around it. It might be a week, 2 weeks, whatever. You got to go sit down. And then you got to take time to rebuild back up to where that's actually going to not affect you. So when you look at the grand scheme of things, it's perfect timing for him to be hurt because it's February and the season starts in April, so he got 6 weeks to heal, but you still got to heal. And anytime you get to talking about that hip flexor area as a sprinter, it really ain't no healing that. Meaning that's the one muscle you're going to use more than any of them. Same thing that happened with what's his name last year, Oceans 13. We'll get to that later. But same thing happened to Oceans. He had that hip flexor issue and done because you can't raise your leg up properly. So, Coach, I don't know where you was at and that fit with anything you were saying, but that's just the text that I got that he actually supposedly is actually hurt, and it wasn't no. I'm like scared to race a college kid. Like, no, he actually was hurt.
If your
which
source,
I didn't believe till I got that message.
Right. If your source said he was hurt, we'll take it for that, and we'll just wish him a speedy recovery and see what he's going to do. I know he said he's going to open up a Florida relays on the relay. Mm-hmm. I think it'll be pretty dope. It'll be kind of cool to watch. Ariane Knight into Noah Lyles to Grant Holloway, Team Adidas.
Coach, they said some static going on with your audio, and I agree. I hear it too.
Oh, the static going on?
Yeah, with your audio.
How bad is it?
It's every word.
Okay. It's like after you say something, you hear a little pop.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me switch devices then. Let me log out. I'll switch devices.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, Colin, your take on
it? Yeah, I'd say like you said, there's a big difference between being injured and hurt. Like I bet you if whatever happened like at this USA Championship happened at like right before the World Championship outdoors, like he's still running. Like,
yeah, he's running without a shadow of a doubt.
Because you have to weigh the like what's the benefit and like what's the like risk reward. Like what's the reward of him running this US Championship? He's not feeling like fantastic, but he'd have a 60-meter USA Championship under his belt. And so like that would be cool, but like that's not going to define his career or anything like that. Like no one is going to remember like, oh, Noah Lyles is the best sprinter of all time, the second best, top 5, whatever it is, because of this 60-meter USA Championship. They'll remember him for what he does at the World Championship and at outdoor USAs. Like that's what he's going to get remembered for. So it's like, yeah, if like you're feeling something where you don't really need to run like at this type of race where it's like it's not worth it, then don't do it. It's not worth it. Like yeah, I think in his post-race interview he even mentioned like, hey, like I saw everything I needed to see really after that Boston race. Like so if he had raced at Boston and then at Millrose, like I wouldn't have been surprised if like he had just stopped there. But as a fan, like you always want to see athletes run. Like I'd love to see all of them have ran at USA's, but they didn't. Like that's just the way that it works. So I don't think too much of it. I don't know how the extent of this how hurt he is. I'm sure he'll probably be fine going into outdoors. But it's whatever.
Yeah. I agree with his decision making process no matter what.
I hear the static with you now a little bit, right?
With me now?
Now if the same thing that happened with
Damn.
now I hear it. Yeah.
Somebody had put a little comment up like the track Illuminati don't want y'all to have this show today. How the hell static bouncing from person to person? That is wild.
Try unplugging your mic and plugging it back in.
Let me see what that do. Let me see. I'm checking out. That is crazy as hell. It's a new mic too.
Yeah,
I just took out the box.
It's perfectly fine. Like when you did it and then coach left and then you're static.
Damn. Let me see what happened. Let me see. What about now?
No.
Still staticky?
That's still staticky. That's tough.
Still staticky?
Yeah. Like you can I can still hear you. Like it's not like I can't hear you, but yeah, it's still.
Coach, test yours out.
1, 2.
Yeah, his mic's fine.
I'm about to blame the floorboards. Y'all know I am. Hold on, let me try some.
Yo, that's crazy.
So what was you saying, Colin?
Yeah, I was saying I don't think too much into like someone pulling out of a race like this. Like it's not like pulling out of indoor races to me don't mean as much. Like if he had pulled out of, I don't know,
USA.
I would have thought, like anything outdoors or whatever. Like I would have thought more about that than I would in this race. But you know, you don't like seeing it as a fan or as an athlete. But I'm not going to say his career or like I'm not going to remember this if he wins the 200 or if he makes the 100-meter team. Like I won't remember any of this
That
stuff.
is true.
Like,
that is true.
But on the other side of things, if he has some sort of injury in the outdoor season, God forbid, like this would be a point that people like point to, like, hey, if you just didn't do this, then you would have been fine. That's just the way that sports kind of works. The way that
we call those the after the fact people. They always want to talk about what should have been done after the fact.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20.
Right.
Like, so it's like I think I'm not gonna say any the remainder of the season is defined by this moment, but yeah, just USA's just y'all see. I'm sure we'll talk about it when Ray gets here, but y'all saw the amount of prize money they were giving out, right?
I mean, you saw my response, right?
Yeah.
You saw my response.
Yeah.
That is so disrespectful, yo. Like the prize money used to be more than that.
Like that's like for those that didn't see. So for those that didn't, Mad Scientist, you put the first one. So they gave out $15,000 in total per event for the championship. Here, let me pull it up, the breakdown. So the breakdown was this. Where did it go? Here it is. So breakdown was first place $6,000, second place $4,000, third place $2,500, fourth place $1,500, fifth place $1,000.
And then by the time they pay their agent and taxes,
we're gonna try this again.
There you go.
All right. There we go.
Am I good?
Yeah, everyone's good. Am I good?
All right, y'all go ahead and finish.
Down the line here.
Yeah. Colin, they like you. They like you because you merge in between both worlds. They ain't gonna mess with you,
man. That's what it is. Rode Wireless Go 2. Recommend it. Non-sponsor. This ain't sponsored. They ain't paying me. I had to pay for that shit. But yeah, like they gave out $15,000 per event, and when you add up every single event that they have, they're giving out $375,000 in total prize money, which is less money than Devin Allen was paid this year as a Philadelphia Eagle. So
Wow.
So basically, Devin Allen could have took all his game checks and sponsored the whole track meet.
Devin Allen could have single-handedly paid for every single person's prize money this year. That is
wild. He didn't even touch the field. Imagine what a real player could do.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Mac McClung almost won as much in the slam dunk contest this past weekend. G League player for the Blue Coats than the prize money. So it's just like it's really low. Now, it's something I was surprised on. Like Jamaica doesn't pay at prize money at all, apparently.
Yeah.
And South Africa doesn't pay prize money at all. So I'm sure there's probably other nations that don't too. But I don't think like you should strive to be better than someone that's already doing something that really isn't acceptable, in my opinion. Like you should strive to be the best. And so like just barely doing the minimum, like I don't think that's a great idea. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I'm trying to tell you, college in here groupies, man. God, Coach, we gotta get out. Coach, we gotta step our game up. We ain't got groupies like every week, college be on here, folks be like, ooh, college looking good. Dang, we gotta kick light skin out the show.
I'm tired of you, Ray. I'm tired of you. Absolutely tired of you.
Hey, but I'm gonna ask y'all before we switch topics real fast. A pretty asinine question. Do y'all think if the prize money would have been worth it, they would have been there and Noah would have still ran injured?
Nah. I think he. Now that you give us that information, I think Noah doesn't need the money. You know what I'm saying?
Good point. Good point.
He can make those kind of decisions. I mean, the man that's coming to meets, spiffy, modern, like most guys when they come to the meet, we already in our apparel. I like the new fad that I'm seeing when these cats is going to these meets, they dress up and then they getting changed in the locker room, you know, and they putting on their competition gear. I like that, man.
Coach, I don't know if you remember, and I ain't trying to take no shine from him, but that's how I used to travel. I don't know if you remember, that's how I used to travel. I used to travel the same way in suits.
Yeah.
When I was with Coach Hop.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah. That part, I think the athlete should start to actually follow Noah on that.
Yeah.
You know, because that alone is attraction. And I mean by attraction, I'm just saying like law of attraction. Like, shoot, if you walk it, you act like it, then eventually you're gonna be that. So, you know, kudos for him to that. And I'll just say this before we move on. I'm definitely not finna bash Noah whatsoever. Like, for what? Like, you know, because most people are gonna be like, man, he pulled out, he should have ran, he should yada yada yada. No, no. And when I mean by no, coach, I'm gonna say no on both sides. I'm gonna say if he wasn't hurt, I'm still gonna pull out. Why? I ain't finna mess up my brand losing to that college kid. I'm just not gonna do that. I'm pulling out too. I'm pulling Michael Johnson. Nope, my hamstring gone. Being hurt, I'm pulling out. So either way it go, if I'm Noah in that position, I'm pulling out. No matter what. You know, I gave y'all one round. That's good enough. I'm out of here. So, but let's switch topics real fast. Let's switch topics. Trayvon, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, Trayvon out here being nosy.
Yeah, as usual. Let's switch topics real fast. Aaliyah Hobbs. That 60-meter dash. I've said it like this here. I'm be honest with y'all. I'm be honest with y'all. If I can be honest,
we listening.
I didn't see it and I didn't call it. I said probably about 7:01. I don't see her going no faster.
Me and Colin saw it.
Y'all saw it and I didn't. And I'm be honest with y'all. That was probably one of the, well, I can't say probably because of what she did. It was one of the most well-executed 60-meter races that I've ever seen.
Yes.
Hands down. I mean, and like I explained to somebody on Twitter, the reason why she failed is because she was actually running properly. Like when you generate that much force that fast, you're not shutting it off in no 5 meters. You ain't shutting it off. So
then have to run uphill.
You're gonna have look at the hill can't even stop you. You need the downslope, baby. I mean, upslope, that ain't gonna help. So when she hit that, it was because, man, I done generated so much force. I actually liked her turnover. Now, the only thing I did not like that I'm not gonna say I'm weary about whatsoever. Shout out to Coach Schaefer. Love that dude. I'm a dude there. She was up at roughly 15 meters. She didn't drive that far. Christian Coleman also was up at that same little area when he broke the world record. Now, I'm the fan that says when you're running the 60, you actually don't want to run it the way you run an outdoor 60, which is drive through the 30, 40 if you're trying to run fast. I feel like they had that game plan together for her to go get that and to do that. Now, I don't want to take that away from Coach Schaefer, but I'm saying if she do that outside, though, she won't win because Elaine Thompson is not coming up at 10 meters. All right, she's not doing that. Even last year, we saw Shelly Ann fix her drive phase. She's not coming up no 10 meters. So if these women are beside you and you come up at 10, 15, 20 and they still driving, you're in trouble at the back end. That's the only thing I take from that. Literally, the only thing I take from that.
Listen, I want Aaliyah Hobbs to run as great as we all knew she was able to do coming out of LSU. But we all know them Jamaicans ain't losing no matter when she comes up, when she goes down, whenever she goes around the circle. Like, what would you say, Ray? Jamaicans get ready for what?
I mean, they get ready to can I say treat? Yeah, they get ready for championship. Can I say treat-peat? Is that possible instead of like three-peat? Can I say treat-peat?
Yeah, because one of those young women is winning, and they put four in the world championships this year, in the 1 and the 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you know they run different over there in Europe.
Y'all think Leah Hall's gonna be ready?
Yeah. I have
for them, not USA's, for them.
Yes, I have.
Them. Yeah, keep in mind, them ain't till August.
I have too much faith in Dennis Shaver. I have way too much faith in Dennis Shaver. Way too much. I'll tell you one thing right now. They done made the relay a whole hell of a lot interesting. I will go on record and say this. If the 4 women that we feel is going to make that team for the USA, maybe looking at second place again.
They're going to be looking at second place again because they ain't got 3 people. They're going to look at second place again because they ain't got 3 people at all. Okay, switching real fast. First of all, shout out to Lele. All right, y'all know how I feel about Lele. Congratulations to her for winning indoor nationals. But the question really is, outside of it being on like her resume, does it really solidify anything that we didn't already know or didn't already expect? Because did anybody really expect her to not win in that field with all the other gunners not being there? It's almost like, did she get bit by the Noah bug to where it's like, well, you should win. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody that can actually beat you ain't in the races.
Yeah, Tonia Marshall, go check her resume. Tonia Marshall was a formidable competitor. The best thing that happened to the both of them is that the baby girl Brooks was in between the both of them. That was so Tonia Marshall was a formidable competitor. Tonia Marshall, remember, she ran 12.4 in the hurdles. She's also ran 7.
Let's go. What's going on, sis? Trying to tell you, we got celebrities in here now, for real.
So yeah, man.
What I did?
Oh, you right on time. We just talking about Lele in the hurdles. Coach, give me a spiel on it.
You know what I'm saying? I think she can. I think with Tonia in the race, she had to actually run. You know, so shout out to Tonia and Lele, man. I love me some Lele too, man. I love Lele.
Well, your mic is acting up again, just by the way.
You know what? First of all, I'm in the call. Oh, I put it on mute. Hold on. I'm still playing with it. Hold on. First of all, I'm about to call Trayvon out. Sir, I'm going to call you out because, sir, I literally just left Best Buy, sir. I still got the damn box on the floor somewhere. I literally just bought this microphone from Best Buy. I really think that the people are against me now because I don't know what else to do, okay? This is a new microphone. This is a new cord. This is a new everything. Now, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to have to figure it out because maybe it might be that I'm on my iPad. That might be it. I'm sorry. I'm trying some new stuff. You know, we never did this.
I have to go my iPad too, which is when y'all told me get off my iPad. So
you know what? That might be what it is because all the times I've had static is because I'm on my iPad. See what happened when we come together as a family, we can figure shit out. Trayvon, I bought my new mic, boy. I'm trying to charge me, yo. It's a brand new mic, okay? Just next show, I won't use my iPad. All right, I'll use the regulation phone, and then I'm streaming the iPad because I'm getting old, first of all. So because I'm getting old, my eyes ain't as good, and that's why I put glasses on because I don't want y'all to see me squinting. All right. So because my eyes are getting bad at my age, I converted to the iPad so I can see y'all comments bigger. But I'll go back to the phone and I just won't be able to read shit. I'm sorry. It's totally my fault. T, while we got you here, catch up. How you feel about that Noah pulling out? Because you was there. So, and then, like, I don't know if you heard, but, I got a text message somebody saying Noah actually was hurt. So it wasn't like no. So give us your take on that. Noah not running that 60.
I understand. You feel me? It's indoors. It's not that serious. But I don't know. I don't know about it. I don't know. Because, was you not guaranteed to win? I don't know. But I feel like it's Noah. So, he could have easily just made him a little bag. But if you hurting, then, it's no point. But, only he knows if he hurting. You feel me? I ain't in his body, so. But, yeah, I mean, at least he still. The thing I can say is he still came out and he still showed love to the fans and all that. So I salute him for that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just not run and just not come. He still came and watched the race, got interviews, talked to everybody. So that was cool. But I don't know.
So he did it the professional way. He did it LeBron James way, which is I'm gonna be on the bench. You're gonna see me, but you're not gonna see me running. So and like you say, kudos to him for that because most athletes won't even do that. When they pull out, you can't find them no more. They somewhere pouting, crying or whatever, upset. So you got to give him that. I'll say that lets you know that he's actually a professional because he handled it the professional way. Look, I ain't running, but I'm gonna come to you, Lewis Johnson. I'm gonna tell you so I can tell the world myself I'm not running. Y'all ain't got to hear from no blogs and this and that and start doing like Ray Take do it, make little snippets of me talking. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, I ain't running. Okay, I ain't gonna do it. So, it'll be all right.
For sure.
Okay. I want to switch to this real fast because we're gonna get to the what's the name part. Y'all, I don't try to fix my mic. I don't hear it on my end. So
could you try unplugging it and seeing if the regular mic that's attached to the iPad?
Regular mic attached to the iPad ain't gonna do it. Let me see that. Let's see. And then next show I just had to use my mic on my real computer. I got a whole computer I don't even use. Y'all, you know what? Y'all gonna trip out if I ever show y'all what's in that room back there behind that door. Because then y'all gonna curse me out. Then y'all gonna be like, Ray, you mean to tell me you really got a whole damn studio in your house and you don't use it? That's true. I really do. Can y'all hear me now? Is it static?
Yeah, there's still that's not much, that's not a whole lot better. Yeah, you're right.
It's a whole lot better for real.
Nah, I can hear it, but I gotta listen in closely. So
you need to put some headphones on, Colin.
No, you can hear you
hear me?
I hear fine. I hear everybody good. You know what I'm saying?
I know what
shout out
kind
to
of
Beats by
thing.
Dre.
You have to really pay attention to it because he's so far away from the microphone.
Now I gotta pull it up. Look, we're gonna take a track and field break moment because I want to show y'all something for real. Because I don't want y'all to think I'm playing. This is how lazy I am. Watch this right here. Watch this. I'm my pad with me. Watch this. Y'all see this?
Get the whole setup.
Wow.
What are we struggling for? You got the everything.
Y'all see?
Yes, y'all. Y'all know I work at the Armory. That's where I'm at.
Y'all see? Y'all see?
And you're over here using an iPad. You got all that stuff, and we're over here on an iPad. You got me dead, bro.
Whole studio in there. I don't know, man. I just be lazy. So I don't know. Shit. For me, that's for music. That ain't for this. But I start using it for y'all, I guess. Dang. I don't want to go in there because I don't want to go in there and then just be looking extra professional. What if I got cameras and speakers and everything? I don't want to do all that. Y'all know I ain't about that life.
Before we go for the 60, did y'all catch that shade that Noah threw at Michael Norman?
No.
Which one was that?
They asked him, somebody asked him, I think it was the flow track. I think it was the feds, flow feds, right? They asked him, "What do you think about Michael Norman moving down to the 100?" He said, "So what? He gonna lose?"
Damn, he said it like that.
He said it like that.
Like that.
Like that.
Damn, I didn't see that.
Damn.
Oh,
Me neither.
oh, I thought I put it in the group chat. Yeah. He said it like that, boy. Hey, listen, what Noah Lyles don't understand.
Like, he don't kill.
What Noah Lyles don't understand is Michael Norman moved up to the quarter. His primary event used to be the 100. Okay. Just like Quincy Watts. A lot of people don't know Quincy Watts ran the one. He's recruited USC as a 1-2 guy. He just ran some great relay split, just like Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson was a 1-2 guy. He ran 43 seconds, 44. Also, let's check out the quarter. Boom. He dropped 44 seconds.
So you basically saying that Michael Norman may be able to contend this 100-meter dash.
Carmelita's coaching him along with Quincy Watts. It's gonna be interesting.
I didn't ask you would it be interesting. I asked you would he be able to continue this?
Yeah, he's gonna be able to contend. First of all, he's making the final. Ain't nobody keeping him out of the finals. He's gonna make the finals unless he get hurt. He's gonna make the finals.
I got him in the finals.
Now, as for him making the team, I think he'll make the 4x1. I can't disrespect Trayvon and Fred and Christian Coleman. If he gonna gank anybody, the only person he can gank only because of his top end speed, how he maintained his speed. Marv's the only one that's in the piranha's mouth, man. He's the only one.
God, what is he with you and my boy Marv?
I love Marv, but Marv run 21-1 in the 200. Okay. Marv run 21-1 in the 200. I need Marv to run 20.2, 20.1.
Look, I put it in our chat, but I'm curious what the people think. In my eyes, there are 9 potential people that have a legitimate conversation or possibility to make the team. And the 9 people out, we know Marv's going to come in here eventually, start saying, he's going to be in here in a minute saying what's going on. There's 9 people I think that could make it. 8 if you don't include Fred, who has the bye. I said Fred Curley, Trayvon Bromell, Marvin Bracey, Christian Coleman, Michael Norman, Noah Lyles, Mekhi Williams, Elijah Hall, and Ronnie Baker. I think those are the people that you could have. Now, that's 9. So that means one of them isn't even going to make the final. Mm-hmm. And because we know Fred's going to be racing in this final. He's not going to give up his American record or give up his U.S. championship for one of these cats. So it's like there's 9 people that I think have a legitimate chance of making the team, and at least one of them isn't going to even be in the final. So I think that's interesting.
Y'all know what I'm going to say is, and I'm gonna let T get the flow. You know, I put it out there. I was like, ain't no way in hell. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The more I done thought about it, the more I done sat and analyzed. You know, Coach he dropped some facts in our chat. He made me go back and do some typing and had to do some thinking. I had to get my calling on, do some researching. And I had to think about I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I actually got him making the team at that 4th place spot. And the reason I say 4th place spot, that's because Fred's not gonna pull out. All right. So, and because we got that bye, I actually got him getting that 4th place spot. And here's why. The only reason why is because of this. He has ran 9.8. It ain't like he's no stranger to that. Last year, he ran a blazing 200 against Fred, to the line. He had a great 400-meter season. So if you put it into context, if he's getting ready to run 100 this year, he had an outstanding base season for it. The advantage he's going gonna have is when it comes to people like Michael, when it comes to people like he's my boy Ronnie, love him to death, but he ain't ran in a while. When it comes to people like that, the advantage he's gonna have is actually those rounds won't affect him. So you gotta think about it. I gotta run a round of 100, a round of 100, another round of 100. But my body is used to doing rounds of the 400. So every 100-meter round is gonna be fresh to me. So if I can make it to the finals, now you're asking me to actually hit it and be in a 9-8 contention to where the only person I really got to worry about trying to knock off respectfully, I'm not saying it disrespectfully, respectfully would be Coleman. Because we all can attest that Christian at the end sometimes tends to rig and tighten up. When you got somebody like a Michael Norman in the race, that last 40 ain't no rigging. He's gonna go faster and faster and faster. So now you gotta ask the question of who would die out that last 10 first. Respectfully, we gotta say it's Christian Coleman. So I'm saying he would edge Coleman out for that last spot simply because his legs won't get tired. Like they would not get tired at all. So if he come out, think about Fred. I think one of the reasons why Fred was able to go 9-7 because again, like what Coach alluded to, that 400-meter sprint, that 200-meter sprint. So now if you can run a 9-8, you can run a 9-7, your body will recover way faster than anybody who's strictly running 100 now. So after I thought about it, and even shout out to the GOAT, Michael Johnson, he tweeted me like, "Man, you stupid. He can do that." So I had to think about it. I had to take y'all some of the consideration. Like, you know what? Now I think about it. I wouldn't be surprised if he sneaked that last spot and make the 100-meter team. Because the only person he could actually beat to me would be Coleman. And that's only because Coleman has a problem with finishing strong. That's it.
I can definitely see Michael Norman making the team as well. The only reason why I'm trying to be respectful to the guys who we know can go 9-7. You know what I'm saying?
Who are those guys?
So you got Fred, you got Trayvon, you got who else ran Coleman. I don't know if he can run 9-7 again, but he's ran 9-7. Then you got a bunch of guys right there in that mid 9-8 range. Micah. The only one who hasn't broken 990 was Eli Hall, and Eli Hall is on a mission. He's healthy for the second straight year. And Ray, you know how important it is to be healthy for 2 years straight. You know what I'm saying? If he makes put it like this, if Michael Norman makes the team, a lot of college coaches will not be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And let me share something with y'all. And even though I can't share the video, let me go on and tell you right now. I saw one of Michael Norman's practices when he was at USC, when he was actually running for USC, and he was doing starts in his flying 30s. I'm telling you right now, the consensus was Michael Norman was able to run 9-7 in college. If you put and Ray, you're a numbers guy. You're a numbers guy. Dude, this guy was running 2.4s for his flying 30. You see how crazy that shit sounds?
That's moving.
Okay. That and anybody who know Coach Carol Gilbert Smith, she's all speed and power. And she used everything electronic. She don't use no watches, she used the beams, free lap, everything. 1080 sprint, all that stuff. The man is legit. But his goal was to run the quarter. And to be honest with you, to share with y'all, he really don't like the quarter. He prefers to run the 100. But he knew
Don't nobody like that damn booty lock. I don't care how much money.
but now he realized, okay, and he said it at the Bowerman. The year he won the Bowerman, he said, hey, me and my coach got a deal. If I win the Olympics or the World Championships, the deal was I could move down to the 100 for 2 years. And that's what he wanted to do. And he did it. He won his world title. Boom, he's at the 100. That was part of the deal. Nike knew about it. Nike signed off on it. They wasn't going to Fred Curley him. They knew about it. Now he's running 100. Oh, in full disclaimer, I saw a video of John Smith working with him.
Well, I mean, if he's working with Carmelita, of course he's going to work with John Smith. Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. And this is across the board, and y'all can pull up y'all stats, and it's gonna say the same thing. John Smith is either a gift or a curse. There's no in between. You either gonna run really fast with him, or you're gonna run really slow with him. There is no in between. So saying that he's with John Smith isn't technically like saying you with Bob Kersey.
No, not with John Smith. I know there's little things that he's getting for him to be able to run. He's still with Quincy. He's still with Quincy and Comadita.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just getting kind of like what Tyson would do. Like, I'm with Lance, but I'm gonna go with JD and get some start techniques. Okay. That's different then. That's different.
There was a video. There was a video out where he was in the indoor track and he was doing block starts. And if you look carefully, that was John Smith that was on the sideline working with him. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens, man.
Well, I mean, I'm ready to see it now. Shit, I wish him the best of luck. You know, like I say, the first notion of it, I was like, ain't no way in the hell. You know how many folks is in that 100? But then I had to start thinking about it. Now, if we talk about rounds, he's gonna be the strongest. If we talk about one race, then I think they might be sneaking. You know, but if we now the rounds, I think the rounds would actually be more in favor for him.
Him and Fred being able to run the semis and the finals on the same day is going to benefit them a lot.
I'd say there's two things that I can try and take into consideration for how I think he'll do at USAs and all of this stuff. Like, one being, like you said, he's coming off of being a 400-meter guy, and a lot of the conversations now, like, I'm interested to see, I wonder how things would have flipped with how we're reacting to Michael Norman saying he wants to do the 100 versus when Fred Curley said that he was doing the 100. I wonder if Norman did this first and then Fred announced it now, how would people how would this conversation be? If Fred stuck with the 400, he won it at Worlds in 2023 or whatever it was, and then decided this year, hey, I'm going to go do it. I'm curious how it is. I think it's the fact people are a lot more open to the idea. One, because he's ran an open 100 more recently, like he's done it already, so people have the idea of it. And we've seen someone that is at a fairly similar level, like Norman and Curley were in a fairly similar classification in the 400, doing it and see success. So I think that's interesting why people are probably a little more open to it this time versus when Fred did it. And the last thing I would take into consideration is remember, everyone was talking about before this World Championship how Norman would react to being on the big stage, that he didn't live up to his potential every single time. And so it's one thing in the 400 where that's a long race. So you got plenty of time to be able to get back. Like, hey, if you get back, you're out of the blocks, not great. There's plenty of time for you to get that back, or your nerves will settle, throughout the race. In that 100, it's like, if you're out the blocks or you're nervous or there's stuff going on, man, you're toast. You're done.
It's over with. It's over with.
It's a big
in that 100 dash. If you don't know how to slow down time, you cannot run a fast time. I tell people all the time. If you don't know how to slow down time, you're not gonna run a fast time. Make one mistake, panic, flinch. It's over with. Literally, it's over with. So, speaking of this 400 though, I'm gonna let T take this one off the muscle. 50 bowl, 400 meter dash, world record, whatever you want to damn call it. Another one. Shit. What does this mean? I'm starting with you, T. What does her 400 meter indoor record mean for her outdoor 400 meter hurdles?
All right, so first of all, I gotta excuse me because from Milrose to USA's, I've had one off day.
Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you. That's why I'm looking beat, but it don't mean nothing for real. I'm gonna be honest, 400 hurdles and 400 is so different. She gotta be able to do that in a hurdle race. And to be honest, I feel like Sydney ain't losing no sleep, because it's a different race. At the end of the day, she got to be able to match her step patterns to be her. That's how I feel. I mean, congratulations to her. I really want her to do the 400 outdoors. low key at Worlds. Like, I feel like she should just hop in the 400, not the 400 hurdles. I mean, what y'all said, Abby need to get in the 400 because the 400 so empty. She needs to get in the 400.
Okay, so who wins then in a race between her and Abby? Who wins 400?
Femke. I give it to Femke. Because Abby not okay. Like, wait. Because I talked to Abby about the 400. She was like, she like it because she like to fight at the end. Like the 200, she say is too fast. Like you can't really fight. You just got to run hard. But she's like, for the 400, she like the fact that like it's literally you gonna have to like kill me to beat me because I can like, you know what I'm saying, out kick you. So I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna give it to Femke just based off time. So like Femke almost ran 48 indoors. Come on now, I gotta give a girl respect. But I'm gonna tell you, Abby ain't gonna lay down. It's gonna be a battle. But I give it to Femke.
Femke can't beat Abby on her best day. Anyway, round 10.
In the 400,
in the 400, in the open 400, in the open 400, Femke couldn't beat Abby on her best day. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. Could not
really?
even if she wanted to. Could not do it. She could not.
Why you say that? Why you say that?
I explained later why, but no, not even on her best day.
She just broke a world record, Ray. The oldest world record in track and field history. She just beat it.
Now watch this. Watch this. Here's why. Now. What did Abby run this year in indoor? What did she run?
What did you say?
What did Abby run?
In the 400?
50, she ran 57.
Okay, she ran 50.57, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has Abby been trained to run 400-meter hurdles? Yes or no?
400-meter hurdles? No, she's not trained.
Okay, so therefore, my point is this. Femke been training to run 400 meters and 400-meter hurdles. This is her elements, what she do. Abby been trying to be 100, 200, but then hops in the 400 and gives you 50 points. So what I'm saying is, if they both train for it, not on her best day can she actually be Abby. Why? I don't even train for this event. Not even nothing close to a whole lap. And I'm right on your ass now. So if I actually took it serious, guess what happens now?
I don't know. I feel like Abby had to be doing... But Ray, Abby had to been doing some type of long sprinter training because she had to face the 300.
You're right. See, I'm not saying that she hasn't, but who has been doing more volume for the 400? Abby or 50? Who been doing more volume for the 400?
All right.
Right. So they both line up next week to do the 400. Who wins?
Femke wins. Okay,
so then you just said on the best day she can beat her. You just said next week on Thursday. In February she can beat her.
No. Watch this. On Femke's best day in the 400, and if Abby was to do what we suggested, which was train for the 400, there's no way Femke beats Abby now. Right now, of course, Abby don't train for it. She don't train for it. I don't train for it, and I'm on your ass now. So what does that say? You got.
But is she? She's not.
You got to give Abby the same respect that we giving Michael Norman. Because we see her saying Michael Norman can come down and do the 100 because of what he's done. Okay, well, you got to give Abby the same respect. Look here.
Ray.
I don't train for it, and I'm right now.
Ray, you do realize.
I ain't done.
Okay, go ahead.
What's Femke Bowles' 200-meter PR?
Femke Bowl?
Yeah, what's her 200-meter PR? Give it to me.
Let me see.
Give me her PR.
I'm pulling it up. Dang. Give me a sec. Femke Bowles' 200-meter personal best is 23 flat into a 1.7 headwind.
Okay, so let's go play this game then. Michael Johnson ran what in the 200 and then did what in the 400. Okay, we'll play that game. We can go. So what? Mboma. We can go with Jacko. So what y'all want me to believe is a woman who can run 21 seconds in the 200 versus a woman who can only run 23. If they both train for it, the 21 200-meter runner can't beat the 2300-meter runner. Can't beat it.
When was the last time she ran that? That was in. Oh, she did that. She did that last year.
So you mean to tell me your fastest 200 is 2020?
No, but look, in indoors this year she ran 22.87.
Okay, still.
So she ran a 22.87 indoors.
Okay. Well, what is Abby's fastest indoor time?
Indoors?
Yeah. What's her fastest 200 indoor time?
Abby's fastest indoor time is 22.09.
So I'm confused with what y'all saying now because I'm confused. So It don't add up to me because I'm a true sprinter and a true sprint coach. Like, what do you, so you mean to tell me the person that can run 21 in the 200 can't beat if she trained for it? I'm not talking about this right now tomorrow. If she said, if Abby Steiner says, I'm a 400-meter runner, I'm only training for the 400. You mean to tell me Femke Bowl could still beat her in the 400 if she converted to the 400? I want y'all to say it.
Right. I'm saying that the person that has the world record that was set literally 2 days ago is going to be the favorite in an event that world record was just broken in. That is what I am saying.
That was my question. My question was, if Abby Steiner says, I'm going to focus on the 400 and 400 only. This is just me, it's hypothetical. If she says that, what you're saying is, if she dedicates herself to the 400, Femke Bowl still beats her in the 400.
I'll say what I said again. Right now, Femke Bowl is the world record holder in this event.
That's why. You don't want to answer the question the way I'm asking it because you know good and damn well. If Abby Steiner said, I'm a 400-meter runner, I'm training with 400, she will whack the shit out of Femke in the 400. Come on now, baby. Don't do me like that. I can understand if not right now, person to person, yeah, Femke can get her. But again, if Abby switches and says, I run the 400, bro, I don't went 21 in the 200. Like we ain't gonna match up. It's called 2-4. It ain't gonna match up.
Why you don't believe in Femke, Ray?
No, I believe in Femke. I just don't believe in Femke versus Sid. I don't believe in that Femke at all. I don't believe in that one. And I don't believe in Femke in my hypothetical that I'm saying right now.
So real quick. No. Now we got to talk about something real quick. So you're saying Femke Bowl, she's not going to be beaten Abby Steiner because Abby is running near her personal best and she doesn't train for the 400. That's what you're saying. Okay, great. Yeah. No, great. Okay, cool. Now I got a question for you. But you didn't think, but you got upset at Coach when he said that Michael Norman would sneak Marvin Bracey, despite them having damn near the same PR in the 100, and Michael Norman was training in the 400.
I didn't say Coach was wrong. I said, why you always picking on Maul? I didn't say he was wrong. I'm just saying, like, why you always picking on Maul? I didn't say Coach was wrong about that. That ain't what I said.
Michael Norman has the third best. Has one of the not third best because I forgot Christian Cole, but still, he's 980, like 986 versus 985. Like that's he was training in the 400, so hypothetically he should be the best sprinter out there this year, right? Like because if he's running 986 on the 400, he should be the best one.
If Mar trained for the 200, even hypothetically he can never beat Michael Norman. Wouldn't happen. Can't happen. Won't happen. Again, those numbers are just too far apart. They're too far apart. Now, if let's say Marv could run 20.01, all right, that might be a little different. You can think about it. If he trained for it, he probably could possibly beat Michael Norman. But those distances is too far. Goes up. It's too far. It's too far. I don't like how y'all coming down on my girl Abby like that, man. I don't like how y'all doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like we're not coming down on Abby like that, being disrespectful. We're saying someone just broke a world record, and you're trying to tell me even on her best day she can't beat a 200-meter run. Record don't mean nothing because you broke the world record, but the girl who don't even really run it, she was damn near close to doing the same thing. So what's so much different?
Ray. You realize the woman that was in second place when Femke broke the record ran 50:44, right?
Yeah.
Claver.
Yeah.
You do understand that the track. You do understand that the track they ran on is not a 12-degree bank track, right?
I'm aware of that too. I saw it.
Okay. Abby ran 50:57, 50:56 at Arkansas, which is one of the
on the bank track.
Right, which is one of the highest bank tracks in the world.
This is correct.
You do understand that Femke Bowl broke the record of a little boy masquerading as a woman.
Yeah.
That was set 40 years ago, right?
I'm aware of that too.
You realize that the woman who has the world record is the 800-meter world record holder as well, right?
I'm aware of that as well.
You do also realize that she was the first woman to break 48 seconds in the open quarter, right?
I'm aware, Coach. Everything you said,
Okay.
I'm aware of.
You do understand that 49-26 is that is Beeman-esque type of run.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Okay, so what we're telling you is this: we can sit back and throw out the hypotheticals and everything else and whatever. But here's the main thing: we got to keep the main thing. The main thing is Femke Bowl. As of right now, if Abby Steiner lined up, even if she trained, which I do know,
right now, she cannot.
which we do know, she trained. Listen, Tim Hall trains his sprinters to be able to run all 3 disciplines. So they run all 3, so they can run all 3. There's a reason why Christian Coleman was able to split 44-2 on the relay carry. There's a reason why everywhere he's been, all his sprinters couldn't drop and jump on the relay and give you either 45-44 or 50.48 Abby. If Abby was to line up against Femke Bowl right now, Femke Bowl would walk over her right now.
See that what y'all keep doing? Y'all are saying right now. That's not Ray is saying. Ray is
Okay,
saying,
but Ray, I just told you that she trains like a quarter miler.
If Abby lines up against Femke Bowl right now, Femke Bowl will beat Abby. Okay? I'm gonna say it again. If they race next weekend, Femke Bowl will beat Abby. If they race in a month, Femke Bowl will beat Abby. If they race in 2 months, Femke Bowl will beat Abby. But what I'm saying is, if Abby was to say, I'm only going to focus on the 400, that's why I call it hypothetical. If Abby was to say, I'm only going to focus on the 400, there's no way you're going to convince me that Femke Bowl now can beat her. You can't convince me of that. Yeah, there's no, y'all, we can do that shit in 3 days. Like,
okay,
real quick.
And hold on, Colin. So your basis is based on the fact that the girl can run 21.77 to 200, right?
Exactly. That's why I
okay.
said.
All right. Colin, watch this.
Yeah.
Colin, watch this.
So hold on. What did she split? What did Abby split last year on 4x4?
With college or at Worlds?
48 something.
Yeah, 48 at NCAA.
So now hold on. So I'm glad y'all mentioned that. So and that was last year, Colin. She split 48 something after running what you called a bunch of marathons, right? Right?
No, that was NCs or SECs, both, I believe.
Outdoor, right?
Yeah.
So she already had all that on her legs again, right? And she still went and ran 48. And then when she went to World Champs, what she split? Because the damn show went 50.
49.
Okay. So therefore, what I'm saying, I don't understand how y'all can't see that shit. She's winning 49, relay or not. The one thing that I tell everybody, when it comes to that relay 4x4 and regular 4x4, them shit's not that far apart. I'm gonna somebody say. She done already showed that I can do this. I can run 49. And not only can I run 49, I'm running 49 when I'm not training to do a 400-meter hurdle race, which means I gotta do even more volume.
Ray, you do understand that Femke Bowl, when she gets outside, she does decide to run the open quarter for whatever purpose. You know she's going to run under 49 seconds with ease, right?
When she runs outside, she's going to run under 49.
Yeah, with ease.
Just with you in that, okay? But y'all just told me, we want to switch topics, and y'all just told me that Abby has split 48, right?
Yeah. So, okay. Right.
So, with a 48 split, can we not say that that's a legitimate 49-second runner?
No, because she hasn't ran it yet.
Hypothetically speaking.
No, she hasn't ran it yet.
She can't. So
my fastest relay split. Ray. My fastest relay split. My fastest 4x4 relay split is 45.9.
Hold on. I'm glad you said that. She hasn't ran it yet. So when I be in the group chat and y'all be talking about who Noah or Coleman gonna do this, and I be like, they ain't ran it yet. So how you
dude, Noah has ran 986. Christian Coleman has ran 976.
They ain't ran it yet, so it don't matter.
Wait, they ran it.
Trying to use it. Now you gonna come to me, Ray? Well, she didn't ran it yet.
But they ran it. Christian Coleman's ran 976. You want to go back and go look at the 2019 World Championship? He's ran it.
Damn, move the field goal post. Y'all go from football to
No. What we're not going to do, we're not going to go with your Ray antics.
Y'all
okay?
Baseball to football. But when it comes to me, when it comes to me, now, you know what?
Okay.
Right.
All right. So
All right,
Colin, let me make sure I'm clear with this, right? So LaShawn Merritt was a faster 200-meter runner than Jeremy Warner.
He was. Now watch this though. Pookie was different. Pookie was white. That was like Colin. Anytime a white man can do anything that we can do, it's gonna be better. Look at Eminem. That was a bad example. Pookie came and did it because he was white. Anytime they can figure it out, then what happens? Ain't got nothing to do with LaShawn Merritt. LaShawn Merritt was gonna beat Pookie no way.
Because you're about to drive me to drink.
You need to get you a drink, coach. He wasn't gonna beat Pookie no way. Give me another example.
You about to drive me to drink.
That's a damn little Sprite now too, boy. Maybe that was a Sprite. You have a good time. Maybe that was a Sprite. What do you say?
Matter of fact,
All right. Let me tell y'all what I was going to say.
I'm right though.
So then who would be wait, say anything. Yeah, that's actually exactly what Nicholas said is literally what I was going to say. So if we're talking about, they haven't ran it, but based off of splits or based off of whatever, like they would be a much better 100-meter runner. Trey, I saw your thing. I'm done eating. I finished all my chips.
You
All right?
you stop eating.
Done. Now stop picking on me. I was hungry. I forgot to mute. That's me. That's my bad. But I was saying, like, then who would be the best 400-meter runner? If every track athlete we see train for it, who would actually be the best then?
But like right now?
Yeah, you said, if Abby trained for it, she'd be better than Femke Bowl. Well, if Sydney trained for it, she'd be better. If a Thing Mo trained for it, she'd be better. So it's like, who would be the best one to actually train for it?
No. I'm not doing that, Colin. I'm not giving you that because I'm basing it off of their 200-meter runs. I'm basing it off of their speed. I'm not basing it off of because they can do it. I'm saying who got the faster 200.
Okay, I'll help you out.
Tyson had a PR what? 44? 19.6. You better run 44.
Okay, let me help you out here.
You better run 44, 45.
Let me help you out here. Who has the faster PR in the 200? Wade Van Niekerk or LaShawn Merritt?
First of all, Wade Van Niekerk,
No.
he go a lot. Watch. No, I'm saying he don't have.
He's gonna be like, he's South African. Don't count. That's what Ray trying to say.
He like Eminem. He like Eminem cousins. The same thing. Anytime they come over here to do anything we can do, they always gonna figure out a way to do it better. So you can't put them in it. That's why I like Colin. You can't add Colin to a debate about analysts because he's gonna do it better than we do. Why? Because he that's what they do. That's what they do. That's why he got the stats and everything. Come on, baby. Damn, coach, you know this. Eminem. The Eminem's everywhere. If it's an Eminem, I ain't gonna bet against Eminem. I'm just calling it what it is, baby. I'm just calling it what it is. I ain't gonna bet against Eminem's.
Ray, you crazy, by the way.
For real. The way they look at the way they told about you in the comments right now, baby. Yo, they like, yo, come on, man.
Hey, I'm used to it. And see, then why I build it up because 9 times out of 10, I end up in Mr. Always Right. And so I build it up. So when it happens, move right along to the next topic. I don't even want to stay on this with no more mess with y'all folks, man. Y'all folks don't be seeing stuff the way y'all supposed to be seeing it.
Wait, hold up. When Shawnee Miller-Weibo, when she won the Olympics against Allyson Felix, right? Allyson Felix PB in the 200 is faster than her, 21.64, right? Oh, okay.
Hold on. When did Allyson hit that 21 though? When she hit it, was that post baby? Pre baby? You have to put all that to the pot. When you go to talk about these folks what they ran, was it post baby or pre baby? Because that's gonna matter.
All right, Ray, what's the next topic you got? Because I'm not understanding nothing you talk about.
Give it some time. Abby, I know you're watching. Show them, Abby. Show them one time for the home team. Show them one time for the home team, Abby. Because they don't believe in you like I believe in you. Abby gonna sting them. Keep on. Move right along, then. Move right along. Hold on. Move right along. Before we get into the big topic, we gonna switch these fronts. My boy Oceans. In case y'all are new to the show.
In the words of Anson Henry, y'all are so disrespectful. Y'all are so.
Let's talk about him because
especially T.
He's up on
T was
Instagram.
so disrespectful.
I'm sick of it. I really wanted him to come at me in the comments because I'm sick of it. Like,
well, T, go ahead. You got it.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the hype. Like, I just don't understand how you got this Olympic gold and you out here losing to what you call him, Ray? Well,
that was Colin.
That was me.
That was Colin. He did lose to some act like he used to what's his name?
Fernando Manyala. That was the first big competition he had, and he lost.
I'm sick of the hype. I saw my comment. I'm sick of the hype. Like,
Coach, you got to explain to people. Marv is in here now. You said that he was gonna run 21.1. But anyway, go ahead and finish, T. Go ahead.
That's it. I'm just sick of the hype.
Yeah.
I'm sick of the hype.
You see Trayvon? What he said to
yes, sir.
Bro. It's
I was
crazy.
for real. Like, are you being for real or are you like playing? Because it looked like you playing.
Like seriously, Ferdinand Omanyala was the last person that has ran sub 10 that he's gone against since Indoor Worlds last year. That is Reese Prescott maybe too. Did he do it? The UK guy? I think he may have gone sub 10. But not like he hasn't been racing people. And then to get back-to-back losses, could you name any of these other guys who have back-to-back losses after winning Olympic medals, Olympic golds? You're supposed to be him. And
he's
you
not.
losing to who?
Listen, I have no explanation other than he maybe the Puma spikes ain't hitting the ground right. I don't know, man, but he was rolling out of bed last year, dropping 6'4s, bro. Maybe they scaled back his training. We don't know. But if there's any indication, man, we can jump off the cliff and say, hey, he's looking washed. But
I wouldn't say that.
But let's wait the outdoors. Now, if he's dipping and dodging during the Diamond League circuit, then that's all we need to know.
He be ducking.
Look,
that's all we need to know.
He be ducking that action. He be dunking that action.
Look, y'all. Now I told y'all. Yeah, see, look here. He has finally lived up to his name I gave him. Finally, he done lived up to it. I've been telling y'all. Ocean's 12. The man pulled the greatest heist in track and field history. Literally, he came out of nowhere from the long jump pit, stole Fred gold medal. I'm gonna say it like that. Stole Fred gold medal. Literally stole it. How did he steal it? Because when none of us looking over there in lane, whatever he was in, when none of us looking at him whatsoever, when they showed it, was like, who? What the hell? It's first robbery. Okay, first robbery. All right. Then had to come that 4x1. How the hell? What the second robbery? Okay. And then we get last year. He shows up. He runs indoor. Kapow! And then he shows up. He wins indoor. Give me the medal, Marv. This don't belong to you. This is mine. You ain't good enough. I'll take that. Thank you. And then after that, now I'm not tying none of this together. But all I'm saying is, it got a little hot around his camp. People started talking about the person and the other person, then they sent a photo of him. So, you got that part to mess up your mental. I'm not saying that he was working with that dude. Let me put that part out there. But anytime you get tied to anything, it's going to mess up your mental no matter what. So then he got hurt last year. He goes to Eugene, because everybody was trying to figure out, is he going to run? Is he going to run? Is he not going to run? He pops up. I'm ready. I'm going to run. Okay? He ran one round and pulled a Noah. He pulled a Noah. My hip bothering me, so I just don't think it's in my best interest to finish the World Championships. That's the third part of the robbery, okay? Keeping in mind, when he done ran, he has not tainted that Olympic champion victory. He ain't tainted it at all, okay? Because he backdoored it when he won Indoor Worlds. And then when he would have lost, he pulled out. And we didn't see him no more until when? until he signed that allegedly $1.2 million deal with Puma. And now he got his money. He's running. And he don't care. Beat me. I don't care. Trust me, I don't care. That's a heist. People, that is a heist. that is a complete robbery. He has robbed the sport, and we would never. Think about it. When you think about Olympic athletes, you got to think about Usain Bolt. Okay? You got to think about the Carl Lewises. Okay? You got to think about the Justin Gatlin. All right? You got to think about the Donovan Bailey. Marcel don't fit in that group. I don't give a damn what nobody says. Marcel does not fit in that group of those other legendary people who have had that title of Olympian. That's the greatest heist ever. That's my hero. Danny Ocean, baby. Can't be mad at that dude. Came and got his money, he gone. He ain't gonna never run fast again. He ain't. I don't see it happening. Because even with what Coach said, he could be training through it. If you look at his body, he looks heavier to me. It's like he looked like he's been eating real good. A lot of pasta in Italy. Like he just don't look slim. Like, he don't look like he cares. So, that's my take on it.
I'm trying to give him one more chance.
What you say?
I'm trying to give him another chance to really do something. Because right now, it's giving what Ray's talking about.
I need to see, my big thing, if I can see him going head to head, he was supposed to go up against Fred Curley 4 times last year. 4 times. And he didn't, and he pulled out of all 4 of those races and then raced the week after for all of them. So it's how are you? I don't know. I just need to see him going up against some real comp. And if he can beat him, then I'll be a believer again. But I haven't seen it happen. I haven't seen his last outdoor race against some competition was the 2021 Olympics. He hasn't raced any, because remember, he didn't do any racing after the Olympics. He was done. So that was the last outdoor race that he's had. And so it's I need to see it. I need to see you do something. Because I've seen everybody else do it. Everybody else is pulling up. And that's the only guy. That's the only guy that I ain't seen.
He ain't, Colin. He ain't, because he's smart. That dude team smart. Smart. You know how many deals he signed after the Olympic Games? Forget the Puma deal. You know how many different sponsors he got? From Rolex, from Audi, Ferrari. You know how many different sponsors the dude got after winning the Olympics?
Hold on. People saying he ran in euros. I know he ran in euros, and I stand by my statement. Who in euros is comp?
Nobody.
Who in euros is comp? What was his name? Hughes? The guy that false started in back-to-back world championships in the Olympics? He's comp? No.
He have no pressure.
He had no pressure.
Seen him go up against comp. People that are in the finals. He hasn't gone up against anyone that is in the world championship final since the Olympics. Outdoors. He hasn't done it. That's what I want to see. And once he does that, then I'll shut up and I'll be like, damn, you're right. He got me.
He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that.
Who is that in this comment? Who is LB?
Pay no mind to LB. We love LB, but sometimes
Marcel Stan. He a Stan, I see.
Sometimes you just gotta skip over LB. We love LB to death because LB was probably the first person to ever logged on the radio tape 3 years ago. So they family. But sometimes LB be on some shit.
LB, pressure as in somebody lined up against him who could potentially beat him. It's pressure. No, for real. Cap is too much.
All right. Now, we got to get to the topic of the moment. Fred Aloysius Curley. Fred Aloysius Curley just signed, from what I was told, allegedly, a humongo deal with Asics. When I say humongo, I mean a humongo deal. If I could put it out there, allegedly, reportedly, his signing bonus was bigger than most people's contracts. I'm gonna say the way it was told to me. Allegedly, his signing bonus was bigger than damn near everybody who has a contract outside of the millionaires. That was his signing bonus. His bonus put him, his signing bonus plus his contract put him over the threshold for everybody. Now, allegedly and reportedly to me, it is one of the largest track and field contracts ever. And also, his contract, it's on her. Hold on. His contract allows him to also have outside sponsorship, which is unheard of for an American. Meaning, Asics agreed that if you want to go and sign with 20 other companies, they're gonna pay you. By all means, go do that. Reportedly, there's 2 other deals that are potentially in the works also, which is an Oakley deal and a watch deal, which Asics has okayed. So I would go with the main reason for Fred, without him even coming on the show, he coming on the show, don't worry about it. Without him even coming on here and saying it, it's more of the opportunities that was presented to him by Asics. And we can put it out there, Nike don't give you those opportunities. Like, they don't. It's just not what they do. Like, you with Nike, you with Nike. That's it. They're not giving you no opportunity to go be with Bed Bath & Beyond, Walmart, everybody else. No, you Nike. So that was the main deciding factor in going with Asics. If you notice, a whole lot of other athletes are leaving Nike. Now, as reported to me from all the other camps, it doesn't have a lot to do with Nike. Well, put it this way, Nike can afford Fred. I told y'all that shit was going to happen. There's no way they're going to be able to afford Fred. But the other shoe companies are starting to play better, like real, I guess, endorsers like, hey, man, we're not going to hold you back. We're going to give you your money from us, and you're going to get it from everybody else, too. So it ain't that Nike can't keep these athletes, but it's like, as an athlete, what you going to do? Like, am I going to sign a deal to where I can get my money and I'm exclusive rights with y'all? Or sign a deal over here to where I get my money, which would be the same amount. They offer me the same amount, but on this side, they said I can go get extra money. I think that's why Nike is losing athletes. It's not because Nike isn't still Nike and Nike don't have the money. It's like it's a business. Nike don't want to let go of that part. Nike don't want to let go of allowing athletes to have rollovers, to have bonuses. Nike still wants to cut athletes. They still want to have you pretty much, penalized if you don't make a team. To where it's like, if you don't do this, you're going to get cut 10, 15%. So when you start talking about a contract that got reductions in it, along with a contract that says I can't go get no money anywhere else, versus a contract saying no reductions and go get money somewhere else, Nike going to lose every time. Every single time. And that's my report from talking to Fred in his camp, talking to, Elaine in her camp, talking to everybody else. That's just the report that I'm getting. They're being offered more than Nike can offer, not from a financial standpoint, but more from a freedom standpoint.
Yeah, I made a post about this a little bit ago, talking about like how they're losing everyone. Like they've lost, like within the last 2 years, they've lost Ronnie Baker, they've lost Elaine Thompson-Herah, they've now lost Fred Curley. They've lost Lamont Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
And look like there's a good and Marvin Bracey's a free agent right now, so they could very well potentially lose him as well. So it's like they went from being and they've also had a big difficulty in signing new talent.
Mm-hmm.
Like look at the last name they had, I guess they had Melissa Jefferson was a huge one, and then after that. Sha'Carri Richardson on the sprint side. I know in other events they may have different things, but on the men's side, who's the last athlete? Is Marvin Bracey the last athlete that Nike signed when he came back from retirement?
Well, Marv is in here, so I feel comfortable saying this. Marv is not signed with Nike right now.
No, I'm saying when he like, is he the last big name? Like when they signed him, because he was with Adidas before.
Yeah.
And then he came back with Nike.
Michael Norman, Rob Benjamin are the two big names.
Yeah.
And I was primarily, well, I guess now Michael Norman being, I was kind of more talking about the 100.
Oh, 100. Okay. The last real great 100-meter runner.
Because look, Terrence Laird.
Christian Coleman.
Yeah, and think about how long ago that was. Like, that was what, 4 years ago? 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah, and so real talk. They couldn't get Bromell because they tried to lowball him. Sydney wasn't messing with them. She went to New Balance. There was a couple of other people that they wanted to sign.
Lyles?
Right. There's a couple of people that they wanted to sign. There's a couple of people that they wanted to sign, and they legitimately could not sign them because nobody wanted to deal with the nonsense that's in those Nike contracts. Like Nike really had a fit. Like the year all those guys came out, when Trayvon and all those guys came out, and they couldn't sign none of those guys, from the Candace Hill girl who ended up going to Asics, who, like, now you want to talk about Oceans 12, 13, 14, and 15. Boy, she pulled off the greatest heist in the world. Because she has a non-reductible contract for 10 years. You can't reduce her contract for the next thing, so she's just living free. Right. Just living free. So you have a lot of kids that didn't end up signing, which I think is very smart, because it gives them a peace of mind without them having to worry about being reduced. God forbid one of them get injured. Like, I'll never forget how they did Walter Dix. You know what I'm saying? Walter Dix got hurt at the Olympic trials, and they reduced him. You know, I'm like that's savage, man. So, you know, word's starting to get out, and people just see Nike. Why do people see Nike? Because Nike's the cool company, and Jordans. That's what it is. Let's call it what it is. If you're smart, knowing what we know now, none of us is gonna send a kid to Nike. We're gonna send a kid to Asics. We're gonna send a kid to New Balance. We're gonna send a kid to friggin' Missouri. We're gonna send them over there.
Yeah, like they haven't done it's, if I were the track and field representatives for Nike, I mean, I'd be nervous. Like, people are like, oh, like New Balance, or not New Balance, Nike doesn't care or whatever about its athletes. It's like, well, the people that their job is because they have people that are in the track, like for the track and field space, their job are to sign athletes, and they haven't been doing it. So it's like, there are people that care because their job is to care. And
their job is at risk right now.
Yeah, their job's at risk. Just like if you have a coach that, you know, has a losing season in the NFL for like 5 straight years, you're at risk of losing your job. Just like how now you're going to have people that you haven't been signing any athletes. Like, you got to look back. Who was the last big name? Like, we got to go back to 2017, 2018 to find these big. 2020, the last big name being Marvin Bracey, and he's a free agent right now. So it's like you're doing something incorrect unless you're planning on making a shift of looking into other events. I know that they've had some big names in like the distance world. Like they've had what's his name, Cole Hocker, and the other guy, drawing a huge blank. They've had some distance runners, but I don't know. Like, I would be, if there was a 4x1 between all the brands, Nike ain't winning. Like,
and again, because Marvin's in here, I feel comfortable talking about this. His contract ain't done because it ain't no guarantee that it's gonna be Nike. So it's like, now that all the moving parts has moved around, you know what I'm saying? Like, because Oceans is out the way, and then you got Fred out the way. It's still a business world, so where now Puma gets to sit back, or Asics get to sit back and say, you know what? Do we really want to just mess up the whole game and go get Marvin Bracey too? Like, either one of them. Because just think about it. Think about what would be the upside downness if Marv didn't go back to Nike. and Puma or Asics got more. What hot seat would that put Nike in track and field?
I want y'all to think about this for a second. Here's something for everybody in the group to think about. The world record in the men's 100 belongs to Puma. The 200 belongs to Puma. The 400 belongs to Adidas. The 110 hurdles belongs to Reebok. And the 400 hurdles belong to Puma.
Y'all need to go around for T. But anyway,
and let's be honest. Let's be honest. As much as we all respect what the women are doing, they're not giving the women their just due. You know what I'm saying? They're not giving the women their just due. Because think about it, the world record for the women's 1 and 2 was ran in Adidas. The women's 4 was ran in Puma or Adidas. You know, the Toby Amasan, what is she, Adidas?
Yeah, she Adidas.
Yeah, she Adidas. And the 400-meter hurdle record is New Balance. Nike owns none of the world records. Nike owns none of the world records.
But we gotta remember.
And like Nike ain't got. Well, technically, you can't say that Nike got more because he ain't signed. So right now, this particular moment, you can literally say Nike ain't got nobody.
Michael Norman.
Yeah, on the men's side, Michael Norman.
But Nike's all about, and Ray can contest this, Nike's all about gold medals and world records.
That's it. I mean, and then you can say Michael Norman, but they really gold medals, world record, fastest man, fastest woman. So I like when you gotta say Michael Norman, and again, no disrespect to Michael Norman at all, he's great. But when you gotta say Michael Norman, when you think about the people who Nike have had, and we gotta say Michael Norman.
And think about
Christian Coleman, Michael Norman,
and let's think about this: the American record in the men's 100, Adidas. 200, Adidas.
Damn. Yeah.
Okay, the 400 is Nike. The American record is Reebok in the 110.
Oh, coach! I'm gonna start some shit. It just came to me. I'm gonna start some shit. I had to say it just like that for everybody. Think about what you just said. You said
I'm
Adidas,
listening. Go ahead.
right? You said Adidas, right?
Yeah.
Lance Brahman is an Adidas coach, right? Trayvon in here. Trayvon, his coach ain't a Nike coach either. Could it possibly be the reason is because Nike has their little crew of coaches that they've always had, and they keep giving these athletes these coaches, and these coaches aren't producing because we even got to go here. She carried. She didn't produce. All right. It's my show. I'm calling it what it is. She would have Dennis Mitchell.
You already know how I feel about. You already know how I feel about her situation.
Okay? So now you got to look at it though. You got to look at it. If she carried had a stayed with
Dennis Shaver.
Come on now. So then you got to think about. I'm gonna even throw Crayvon's name out there. You know. He went to a Nike coach.
Yo, can you imagine she carry with Raina Ryder?
Can you imagine she carried with Raina or staying with NSU? So that's what I'm saying. It might not really be Nike's fault. It might be the fact that the reason why they're going down. And again, I'm not trying to say none of these coaches are bad coaches, but you got to look at it. All the records are about what you say, other shoe companies. These other shoe companies got other coaches. The Nike coaches aren't the ones who are producing the athletes anymore. So maybe the problem is actually not Nike. It's the decision making they making when they forcing their athletes to go to certain places. And then these other shoe companies are saying just that. You don't have to go nowhere. You can stay right where you at and train with whatever coach you want to train with. We're not going to force you to go nowhere over here. So when you look at it from that perspective, coach, I'm just going off what you pointed out. Like, wait a minute, Adidas do got the record. And then New Balance is right behind. Wait a minute. It might really just be, it's the coaches that Nike done picked to be their Nike coaches. I told you, I'm going to start some shit. I had to think about it like.
It's whatever it is, like they're losing everybody. And I've seen some comments in here. I think World One League was talking about it. It's like, oh, Nike has the most data. They know what they're doing. It's like, yeah, like what Nike is doing. Like, I wouldn't bet against Nike in the stock market. You're 100%. I would not bet. They know what they're doing for their business. You're correct. Like, of course, they know more about the business of the sport or the business of making money than I could. They forget more than I could ever know. 100%. But two things can be true at the same time. You may know what's great for your business, but I can still give you what's bad optically from a fan of a sport of yours. Just like for example, like let's say hypothetically them lose, like they lost out on Steph Curry because they spelled his name wrong in the presentation. So he wasn't able to go to compete for Nike because they messed up. Like, is it going to end up like being okay at the end of the day? Like, yeah, because you probably signed a whole bunch of other athletes. But like still optically, it's like, oh yeah, y'all lost out on this good athlete. You're losing out on these other people. Like, yeah, they'll probably figure it out. But still, two things can be true at one time, I believe.
I haven't heard anything about that, but I could I can see that. And the reason why I can see that is because, again, Nike is a global brand. And even when you go to Nike running, I had mentioned this. If you go to Puma, you're going to see Nike. You're going to see a professional track athlete. You're going to see Lane. You're going to see, Jacobs when he signed. You go to Asics right now, you're going to see pictures of Fred Curley. You go to New Balance, you're going to see Sid. You're going to see Trayvon. But if you go to Nike, you see models. You don't actually see any actual athletes. So I could believe what Eco Jock is saying that, they really like, we're Nike, track and field is actually not bringing us anything at all. So since it's not, why are we even really still caring about that Nike budget? Why do we care about Nike track and field? Because Nike track and field ain't doing nothing for us. But then when you think of the other companies, they can't contest in any other sport. Puma ain't in football. Nike's in football. I mean, American football, not soccer. Asics ain't in American football. Nike is. Asics ain't in American basketball. Nike is. So when you look at it from a global marketing aspect, Nike could afford to not have Nike track and field because it ain't their bread and butter no way. So not saying that what Eco Jock is saying is true, but if it is allegedly, I could understand that.
Yeah, like Nike's got so many like other things that are going for them. Yeah, if they didn't have a single track and field athlete, is their business going to hurt? Like, no, like when you like the athlete, I guess, that's got like the biggest recognition within Nike is definitely Michael Johnson. He's got that whole track out in Beaverton, Oregon. Have y'all seen that track? The Michael Johnson track? Oh my God.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful facility. I haven't been there, but it's very dope. But like they don't have other like who the biggest athlete from Puma. It's gonna be probably Joel Embiid and Usain Bolt. Like those are the two biggest athletes that are in Puma. Like who's the biggest athletes in Nike? Like LeBron James, Cristiano Ronaldo. Like
Joel Embiid. I thought he was with Under Armour.
Is he Under Armour?
Yeah.
See, even there you go. Who? He's on
you bought LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball is their biggest basketball signing.
There you go. Then there you go. So it's like, I don't know. The sport is. You can go to. Look like you're about to say something. Just kind of.
But plus, they're making so much money off of dropping them super spikes first. Like, think about it. All these kids, all these athletes I see at the Armory, all got them spikes. Like, they still making so much revenue off of not even.
Them super spikes from Adidas and Puma, man.
They got some spikes coming out.
But like, we gotta think about the kid. Like, we gotta think about like. The pros don't have them on, but like, we gotta think of like the sport as a whole. Like, Nike spikes are the thing. Like, pros gonna wear Pumas and all that type of stuff. But like, when it comes to high school kids, they going for the spikes they see they can get their hands on, and it's those Nike spikes, those Nike super spikes. So like, in the grand scheme of things, they still winning because. Of course, on a global market, they're already taking over. And then they got them spikes. Like they making hella money off them spikes, y'all.
But here's the thing about it. They spikes gonna get watered down the minute Asics and Puma do the same thing. Because again, you gotta keep in mind, kids want to be like the ones that's on TV. Red Curls and Asics, I want Asics now. I don't want those boing boings no more. If I'm watching even Elaine Thompson's in Pumas, I want those Pumas now. I don't want those boing boing. I don't want them no more. I don't want them no more. Because what's going to happen is, them things work. The kids I train got them. I can tell them, hey, get them boing boings. You're going to take my word. I got one athlete that got 3 pair of. I swear to God.
Hey, have y'all ever even tried to put these on?
Huh?
Have you put these on?
Okay, see now I gotta go on.
I ain't wear spikes since.
Hold on.
I ain't wear spikes since my last multi.
Hold on, I gotta go on and tip my head real fast. So before those shoes actually came out, I was able to test them here in Dallas, Texas, and we had to sign a form that says we cannot take pictures of them. We're not able to use them. But it was me and 3 other people that I trained here and actual football player. So we actually got to test those spikes out before they were released. Scouts on them. Fucking love them. That's all I can say. I was an old man. Shit, that was like 3 years ago. Love them. So they do what they're supposed to do. But again, it's a fad thing. It's a fad because guess what? Puma already got their pair coming out.
They 2 years late though. 3 years late. What time you say you got them? 3? That's they late. So I mean, I didn't bring them, but
they definitely late. And Asics also got a pair coming out. But late sometimes is good because you can capitalize off of what everybody else complained about with their last shoe. It's pros and cons.
But real quick though, what do kids care about more? Looking cool or running fast?
looking cool on
Looking
everything. On everything.
Don't give a damn.
You're right.
Like
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said
Asics. You're right.
Asics gonna have to come out with a whole Fred Curley line to make kids want to put that shit on. Like, let's be honest. Like, Asics is not hitting. Like, my little two coat was sponsored by Asics. They got a little they select.
My first pair of spikes was Asics. Back in high school, my whole high school had on Asics because they were cheap.
Like,
$34,
baby. And also, and one thing I do want to tell y'all, I can't really talk too much about it, but Nike, they I feel like they understand what's going on in the track community, and they trying to find a way to ease their way back in there. Like I feel like they are aware of like where they lacking at, and like that's all you need for
you
real.
said what
like this year Nike has become aware of where they're lacking, and I feel like this year they're gonna start making those moves to make those changes, and starting with the high school kids, like. With NSAF, Nike Internationals, they have gave like it's a whole nother layout compared to last year because like they know that they're like not hitting like New Balance Naturals been whooping Nike Indoor. So like now they're aware of that now. So now I'm like, okay, well since they're becoming aware, let's see how they're gonna act upon it. So that's why I'm not completely counting them out of the track and field world because well we really can't because they own USATF, but like not own, but they're the main partner. But still they're
Hey,
till 2045, that ass is mine.
There were Asics spikes when Tim Montgomery was with Asics. He had a pair of laceless spikes, no laces. It was all straps. And when I tell you them joints was light, it was wild, man. Asics, hey, I have a pair of the spikeless Asics spikes where there's no spikes in them. The shoe was made with no spikes. It's a spikeless spike.
Yeah, I got a pair of Nikes like that because there's a couple indoor tracks we weren't allowed to wear spikes in, so they just got like rubber instead of it. I know what you're talking about.
This thing got a hard. What's that damn
carbon fiber?
Carbon fiber, yeah, carbon fiber spike plate.
But y'all know the one thing.
It's in one of my boxes somewhere over here. I was trying to look for it, but I'll get it for the next show.
Here's the one thing we're forgetting about though when it comes to Nike, and we're talking about Nike. Nike was branded in track and field off of what?
Distance running was the first thing.
There you go. Off of distance running.
Bill Bowerman in the game.
There you go.
And
So,
the game.
if you really put it into perspective, we talking about the sprints. So is Nike really losing out? Because if you flip it, okay, well, let's go 800 all the way up to steeplechase. How many of those athletes are Nike versus Puma versus Adidas?
All of them. No, I'm kidding.
You can flip it where it's like, well, maybe, and I'm not saying this is true, but I'm just throwing out there. Maybe Nike is focusing on getting back to their roots. Like, you know what, we'll let y'all have all of them because we're about to focus and get back to what we actually started to do. We actually are a middle distance company. We actually put more, what was the Beaverton Track Club and the Bowerman Track Club, like those clubs, like those people was getting more money than sprinters, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So it could possibly be that Nike is like, you know what? We ain't even got to keep fighting down here. Y'all can have that, because think about it again, on the actual marketing side, people who are running like regular people, they not buying spikes. They buying mid-distance shoes. So
Or these. Oh, you can't see them, but
we ain't got a clout, all right? We ain't got clout. You got the whole Nike get up on right now. Nike in the background. They remember Nike 19.
no.
You got Nike on the shirt. You got Nike in the background. You got some free Nike shoes on.
I am completely unsponsored.
You had watching we saying Nike. I didn't know that. You tripped down Nike over there.
She a fed. She an op. She go.
I ain't never seen
Man, y'all never know it.
on either. I ain't seen that nowhere.
But Ray, if I'm being 100 though, if I'm being 100, a lot of my opportunities have come from Nike. My first gig was with Nike cross country, so it's like I gotta respect them. I gotta respect that brand, because like they be showing me a lot of love.
But I'm still Nike all in my blood, because if I call Don or anybody at Nike, I need something to get it. So I just gotta do my job. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, we gotta do our job. But on camera, Lou, check this out, baby.
On camera, look.
There you go. Like, and I say this like because Nike is the big, like they're the biggest brand in this thing. Like with like, you know, like take it to Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. Like when you popping like this, like you're gonna get criticism like this. Like ain't nobody criticizing Reebok right now. Ain't nobody criticizing Under Armour because of their footprint in track and field. Ain't nobody says that. But people talk about it because it's like, nah, Nike's supposed to be those people. They're supposed to have the biggest athletes every single time, and the entire podium's supposed to be Nike. Like, and right now it's not like that. They're probably making bukus of money right now, but it's like when you look at the athletes and when everyone lines up, you don't see that the Nike check as much anymore.
Yeah.
And to the average, not track and field fan, but to the average fan, Nike is still not that far off. Like Shelly Ann, Christian Coleman, world record holder. Like to people who not like track, you know what I'm saying, who not in the sport, people looking from the outside in, they looking like, oh, Nike still, they got Control, they got Jacob, they got, you know what I'm saying, they still got a grand scheme of people. Like Shelly Ann is gonna always be the face of sprints. So like they not that far off, but I mean, they still not where they used to be either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got the Armory, whoever
they
said
gonna
that,
remain relevant because Nike is the sponsor for about 3/4 of track and field. Like track
and they just got the Armory.
Yeah, so no matter what, you're gonna see
all of USATF Nike.
You're gonna see that even if everybody running in Pumas, it ain't gonna matter because you're running in Pumas at my track meet.
Yep. So they got the two man, they got the Armory and they got the Hayward Field, like
and Penn Relays.
Who?
Yep. And USA
Nike.
Yeah, they got Penn Relays too. That's Nike.
I thought On had Penn.
Hell no, that's Nike, baby.
Oh,
dude, that's a whole Nike thing.
Unless they changed it like this year, but
unless it, like Carla just said, unless it changed up this year. Now Penn Relay belong to Nike, Jack.
Yep. Who was the sponsor of USATF before Nike?
Nobody.
It was no one?
Nope, they didn't have nobody.
Not Reebok?
That's
or nothing?
why you got to keep in mind, the way he just said, they didn't have nobody. So if you don't have nobody and no money, it's easy to get pimped. It's easy. Like, you ain't got no money, no way. Take a little bit. Now that we'll give you a whole lot for the next 40 years. What can you do?
And none of that money's going to the athletes.
But because USA Track and Field got to pay Max and everybody else with that money. You got to keep in mind, all that Nike money goes to keep USA Track and Field running. So ain't no money left over to give athletes. You got to make
USATF is a nonprofit.
Hey man, look.
All right, if y'all get to talk about USATF, I'm gonna have to go.
Man, look, man. Look, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look, Lou.
I'm gonna have to go.
That's all I had to say.
They don't call him time about telling all the business. I say it sometimes too, but
I mean, they are. They file as nonprofit. I'm not lying.
USA Track and Field files as a nonprofit organization.
Just like the NFL. The NFL is also a nonprofit. Does that make you feel better now?
That is correct. That's
correct. Roger Goodell also is a so there you go. But
he is correct. He is 100% correct, Armando. In the NFL is that runs themselves the exact same way. So it just so happened that USA Track and Field just didn't take a good deal. But when you have no money, any money is good money.
My bad, people. My
I
boss.
love USATF, by the way.
My boss was texting me, so I got to respond to that.
Oh, yeah, you got to. So you know what, Coach?
No disclosure.
I don't know. Maybe, Coach. Maybe it's my hair. Maybe it's my hair. Maybe it's your camera angle. But we can't get no groupies. When I say none. Colin and TJ be ranking up on it. Look, we don't got paid because we can't. Look, I ain't cutting my hair. I might die or something like Noah or something because we can't catch not damn groupies. I be watching like every show. He come on, groupies from Dave. Colin come on, more groupies. Man, we just me and you. We don't get none of this type of comments. I'm starting to feel some type of way. Even my mama be here. My mama didn't tell us that me and you look good, Colin. I mean, shit. My mama, she don't even say it. She don't even like, Ray, you and Coach look very well today. No, nobody. I'm starting to get offended. Can I get some groupies? Can Coach get some groupies? Can we get some groupies? I'm gonna get to the show, but can we get some groupies too?
T, we can't hear you. I couldn't hear you.
Man.
Thank you, Rico. That was a very nice comment.
She ain't even gotta say nothing. She put her shit on mute and still win.
Someone said Rico, he's taller than you.
So hell nah, this shit don't make no sense. This shit don't make no sense. See, look at that. Even my mama can't even give it to me and you, Coach. Can't give it. My son and Coach.
Hey, Mama Edwards.
Well. You all look very well. You know what? That's all right, Coach. We're gonna show up on here with some of them white girls, like the other athletes, and then we're gonna see what they're gonna say. I'm gonna have one right here, and I'm like, Coach, go get you two of them too. Y'all want to show up?
We got the college joint.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it on. Coach, y'all segment. It's y'all segment now. Let's get into the college stuff. All right, y'all.
Wait,
before the whole new segment. What y'all say, T?
T, what you want to say first?
I'm gonna have to go, y'all. I gotta do my little group run at 7, so I'm finna go.
T,
see you.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Go do your stuff. We'll see you. We'll see you in the private chat.
Most definitely. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. So we got a new segment because it's the same segment we've always had, and I have to sit back and be quiet because I don't be in it that much. But this is Coach and Collins Hour. Coach and Collins time to talk about nothing but college track and field, everything that's going on, all the stuff you want to talk about in college track and field around the NCAA. So guess what? We're switching over today. Coach, Collins, y'all got it. I'm listening.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for the SEC championship, otherwise known as the preview of the pre-nationals. Otherwise, that should be really great. Like on all fronts. Like let me actually pull up some stats here. Let me see. Like the 60. Actually, surprisingly, there are not too many people at the top for the 60. There's actually a lot of other schools. Wow, I am surprised. But the 60-meter hurdles in the women, like that's gonna be fantastic. Like looking forward to that. Grace Stark had her first race doing the open 60 where she didn't run great, but she's healthy enough to run now. So hopefully we'll see her at the conference championships doing the 60 hurdles, qualify, make it to the national championship there. And then the other big storyline or something I'm excited with is what are they going to do with Matthew Bowling? Like that guy, he does so many different events, does so many different things. So I'm looking forward to see what are they going to run it where can we score the most amount of points, or is it going to be how can we make sure that Bowling gets a national championship? So
y'all don't think it's time for him to be that decathlete yet?
He's not going to be a decathlete, I don't think. Like there's two athletes I would really love to see do the decathlon, Matthew Bowling and Grant Holloway. I think both of them would be fantastic decathletes. Probably even Fred, but they'll never do it. You'd be taking such a big pay cut to do decathlon. They never gonna do that.
I was just curious.
I'm very curious to see what Matthew Boland's going to run as well. Because he hasn't ran the 60 yet this year. He hasn't ran the 60. He's ran the 2 and the 4. And he hasn't long jumped this year either. So, I'm very curious to see what the plan is. I guess they must have heard the not so low whispers about him moving up to his more natural event, which is the 400 and the 2. Like, that's where his money is. Like, let's be honest. I mean, he's gifted enough to run 996, but let's be honest, he'd be more of a potent threat in the 400 and the 200 than anything else. Britton Wilson running 202 in the 800 was sick.
Yeah,
that was sick. Right, that girl's on another level, but that's the typical Chris and Lawrence Johnson training methodology, man. Like, all their kids can run everything from the 60 to the 800. Like, they can all do it. I think it's also super dope to watch the DMR break the world record. What school was it? Was it Washington, Colin?
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. Sorry, Oklahoma
They
State.
just beat the national record that Oregon set in the national championship in 2021.
They broke that joint. They broke that joint. They broke that joint by 3 seconds, man. They shattered the record. Who else? Who? Oh, I'm sorry, but that 653 about the Texas Commerce kid, though. The sad part about the kid from Texas Commerce.
I was gonna ask y'all, is he gonna run in NCs too?
I'm about to tell you. So, Texas A&M Commerce just made the leap from Division 2 to Division 1. So they have to sit out the next 2 to 4 years. They can't even go to the national. They can't go to the NCAA championships.
Okay, so he
right. Right. So now they going on. So now, if they did it the way we did it when I was at Academy of Art, the last year before we became NCAA certified, we went on a world tour. We was on the East Coast, Midwest, down South, Southwest. The AD told us, go wherever you want to go, just get the name out there and do what you want to do. And I'm pretty sure that's what the Commerce coach is. And I know the Commerce coach, he's a good friend of mine, man. He's going on a world tour with his sprinters, and rightfully so. I'm interested to see the ACC meet, to be honest with you, coming up, because it's in Louisville. The track is nice. The track is really dope. It's one of the first hydraulic banks that's damn near 12 degrees, which makes it even better. I'm very interested in seeing how
Ishmael Cone,
Miller,
Cameron Miller,
Miller goes up against them savages from Florida State. I'm really interested to see how he goes up against. I mean, he dropped 20-33, so it's really dope. It's really dope to see, man. It's really dope to see him come back to leave Florida and then go train with his dad, who's the sprint coach at Louisville. And now this young man is just dropping time after time, and he's not even the fastest guy on his team, which is scary. The other guy is. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be pretty. That's gonna be pretty dope. I am definitely interested in seeing how. I don't know if they don't run the mountain that weird federation thing.
Mountain West?
No more, right?
What?
That weird federation out west that the Pac-12 teams run in.
Yeah, Pac-12s. They don't. So Pac-12s doesn't actually have a conference championship officially.
Right.
It's called the Invitational because they run it on a 300-meter flat track.
Right. So they're going up to Washington. Okay. So I'm pretty sure a lot of those guys, USC, they're going to pull a lot of their guys out of there. The most slept on meet, and I'm talking about mid-major, watch the Mountain West Championships. Watch the Mountain West Championships. University of New Mexico, I'm talking on the sprint side. University of New Mexico versus San Jose State. Watch that battle. Watch that battle.
Well, I am not just saying it.
Watch that battle. Because I was a part of the New Mexico staff many years ago. My homeboy, my partner, my brother, he's the director of track and field for San Jose State. So I'm always gonna pull for them. And I know everybody on that staff. That's gonna be one hell of a meet to watch, man. So watch the Mountain West meet. We can sit back and look at all the big time meets, but if you really want to see a showdown endings in Albuquerque, watch the Mountain West Championship. That's gonna be one hell of a meet to watch.
Who wins? Well, I'm talking about when I say who wins. Who wins indoor NCAA team?
Ooh. Damn. Colin, what you think, man? Because now all my picks done got thrown in.
I think my original pick was Georgia for the men. Let me see who is currently power ranked number 1 with the what's it called? The
USTF CCCA.
USTFCCCA. That's the worst acronym we've ever had. Why did they do that shit?
US Track and Field Cross Country Coaches Association.
Yeah, take the CC out. USTF. Come on now. Make life easy.
But they can't because that's already copyrighted.
Yeah, so they should have done it first. God damn. All right, let me see who they have. I'll say who I picked was Georgia. I'd still say Georgia, but seeing that they don't have what's it called? Matthew Bowling. It doesn't look like he's running right now. The 60 and the potentially the long jump. That's probably changed.
Right.
But the rankings, let's see who they have. Because I've been not doing my rankings how I usually do it. I'll be honest. I usually do this every week, and I've been skimping on them. So I apologize. Here you go. So for the men, right now it's Arkansas, Washington, Texas Tech, Tennessee, and Texas. Arkansas does look good, especially because this doesn't include Aiden Owens in his heptathlon yet, because I don't think he's done it yet. So it doesn't include that. Washington, there's always a distance crew that's kind of in there. Texas Tech, they did just get DeAndre Swift, so that's going to be good for their sprinting to hopefully get that, as well as Zach Bradford in the pole vault. So those are 2 big names. And Tennessee have the coach from North Carolina A&T and Favor Ash. No, Favor Ash is in Auburn. Sorry, they got the North Carolina A&T with Javante Harding, I believe. So those are some fighters. But yeah, it looks like potentially Georgia's out of there unless Bowling is going to do a lot of stuff at conferences.
How do you feel about Texas men repeating?
They have those 2 mid-distance runners. What's his name? Jonathan Jones. He's really good. I like him.
Is he running the 8 or is he going to run the 4? That's the question.
Runs the 4 now because he hates the 800, even though he could easily win the 800. Easily. Right. His PR is significantly better than anyone's that's ever run right now. But he's going to be running the 400 because that's an event that he likes the most. And go ahead, do what you prefer to do. And then there's the other guy who broke like the NCAA record in the 500. I'm drawing a huge blank on his name right now.
Haran.
Yeah, him. Yeah. So those are the 2 big ones there. So I think that because they lost Trip Pipri in the shot put, so they'll be all right. But I don't know if they're going to be the winners.
Right now, my dark horse, this may sound crazy, only because I'm seeing what the distance runners are doing. My dark horse is Tennessee. Only because of how those distance runners are running, man. That's my dark horse. I as much as I want Florida to win, I can't put my finger on Florida right now. It's hard for me to really put my finger on them.
So you were talking so much mess to me last time when I was like, Florida ain't even gonna come top 3.
No, see that now you're just being disrespectful. Now you're just being disrespectful.
They're not.
Okay. Now you're just being disrespectful. Okay.
What? Show me how they're coming top 3.
I don't know. Mouse be pulling it out his butt. I don't know how he does it, but he be doing it, man. He be doing it. Mouse be figuring it out. He'll figure it out. Man, you know what? I think before we do our real predictions about who's gonna win, I think we need to wait till after conference. And then we get a big indicator on who's gonna do what.
After their conferences?
Yeah, after the conference championships. I think that's when we can have a good indication of who's going to do what. That's on the men's side. The women's side, I think a lot of people will say it's going to come down to Florida and Texas.
And Arkansas.
Florida, Texas, and Arkansas.
Those are the only 3 schools that can win.
It's those 3, and Man, boy. Aaliyah Armstrong, has she ran the hurdle race yet?
I don't think so. She ran the let me take a look. She ran the open 60, but I ain't seen her in anything yet. Let me see.
I quit. I'm gonna let y'all finish. All right. I'm tired of it. It's college. It's college show from here on out. Y'all got it. I'm gone. This ain't ready to take. It's college take. Y'all just finish what y'all talking about. I'm gonna get a drink or something. Go ahead. Go ahead, guys.
Appreciate you, young Stunner. Appreciate you. But yeah, Ray's upset. Sorry about that. Yeah, she ran the open 60.
Okay.
That's it. She hasn't ran since January 13th.
And outside of favorable Philly, do they have another top tier flat runner?
Geez, I think that's it.
Okay.
Well, I guess Ella, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. She ran a 52.
Right.
Anjawervo.
Don't even try.
Not even going that ain't gonna happen.
What about USC men? How do you feel about USC men?
I like USC men outdoors because they're gonna have Burnett is running outdoors.
Okay.
He ain't running indoors, which stinks, but yeah, because they'll have everybody's returning from that 4x1, and they're getting back Burnett, who wasn't on it because he was hurt at NCAAs. Like that's looking really good for them. So yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking on the women's side, man, I'm really excited to see this matchup between Talitha and Britain. I'm excited to see this matchup. The 60, we could pretty much say Favorite Ash is gonna probably win it.
Well, don't forget about Ishmael. And also
no, Ishmael's in the ACC.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you meant national championship.
Yeah. The
I'm
conference.
sorry.
Yeah, let's get through conference. I think in the 200, that's gonna be a good battle. The 4, that's gonna be a real good battle. Florida's super deep in that quarter. Once they start clicking on all cylinders, man, ain't no telling what they're gonna end up doing. Right now, man, the women's side is gonna be something. Everyone's gonna have to have their best meet, and no one can slip. Jasmine
More?
Jasmine Moore is gonna do what she does. She's a guaranteed 20 points. So Florida already got 20 points there. Do Coach Holloway runs Talitha in the 60 and the 200? Does he run it in the 200 and the 400? We would never know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be damn interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
I gotta confess. I don't know. And I was on the phone with my dog M. Beazel earlier today. Shout out to Mary Bell for getting that silver medal. And I had to tell her, I was like, this year's been weird as hell for me because indoor is over with, but it's only the end of February. So it's like I've missed all the college indoor. I haven't seen a single indoor college meet yet outside of like the highlights of when say Coleman ran there or when the Leo Hobbs ran. But as far as like actually watching indoor track, I haven't been able to watch it this year. And I feel like it's because of how they did our season. Because when I started thinking about it, I'm like, wait a minute. We usually have U.S. Nationals like second, third week of March. So it's like it got thrown in so quick for us that we literally have not taught anything in college track and field except for the first part of the highlights. So I appreciate both of y'all because that's what I'm saying. Listening, like, shit, I gotta get caught up because I ain't got no clue what's going on in college tracks at all whatsoever. At least not indoor. Now when you get ready to get outside, of course, it'd be more to look at, but. Yeah, I haven't actually seen. I don't know what anybody can do. That's why I asked you, like, well, who the hell y'all think gonna win? Because I don't know who's doing what in college track inside right now.
Yeah, the women are dominating compared to the men. The men's performances haven't been nearly as stellar. I don't know if I'm saying that because the women are just going off, or is it that the men's performances are genuinely a little lower? It's hard to say because there have been national records broken every single week pretty much on the women's side. Like,
Yep.
I know the men just now got that DMR. That was big, but outside of that, like, it's really it on the college side of things. Because the college women got the shot put. What else?
The mile.
500, the mile. Like there's tons of stuff on the women's side. Not so much the men. So it'll be interesting how that.
Yeah, it's like four collegiate records went down for the men and like 7 went down for the women.
Yeah.
I'm trying. They taking these records down. Like, let me ask y'all this. No, I gotta ask. Do y'all think the records are more from the athletes or the facilities and the athletes?
Well, like you said, like we all know, 12-degree bank tracks are always going to be beneficial. But I also believe that training has gotten more advanced, especially strength and conditioning. So
I can see that.
I want to give it, me personally, and I've always said that I'm not going to sway from this. I always give credit to the athletes. You know what I'm saying? I got to give credit to the athletes. The athletes are special, dude. People don't realize this. Michael Johnson said he broke 45 seconds for the first time on a winning track in Reno. So is it really the facility? It was a wooden track that he ran 44 seconds on. Wooden. So, I'm gonna give it to the athletes. I'm gonna give it to the athletes, the coaching, and the advancement in training methodology. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand how serious.
All right, look that up. Look that up, Colin.
Yeah.
But go ahead, coach. You can finish.
Okay, yeah, I don't believe that.
I don't either.
I don't believe that. So I will give all praise and all credit to the athletes and the advancement of training. These kids are different, man. Dude, listen. I have an indoor facility, but I don't have an indoor track. We have a big bubble field turf and all this other stuff. I watched one of my kids do. Literally, last Wednesday. I wanted to do this workout just to see where they were at, and
I'm not seeing anything with Let's Silly Tobago running it. By the way, I looked on Twitter. I typed in latest by Let's Silly Tobago. If you're in Botswana, then give us the link to where he ran this. I'm looking it up. I can see his 31:54. I can see that. I'm not finding his any 100-meter time from him. So.
But anyway, we'll find it out. But yeah, based on that question, I'm gonna go with both. Athletes and the facilities. The facilities is why we're seeing so many at the exact same time. But outside of that, you got to give it to the athletes, because in order for you to even be able to utilize the facility, you got to have been training to be ready anyway. So, everybody's in the facility. Well, why you ain't breaking the record? You know what I'm saying? Or why you ain't running fast? So,
right.
Because I'm the first person to be like, what track they do it on, what they do this at. I'm still going to be on top of that. Like, it was a track. But at the same token, when it comes to colleges, I'm a little more lenient than I am with pros, because pro athletes, they actually playing that shit. Like, here, no, it's fast track. College athletes just show up to run. Like, hey, well, I'm going to run it this weekend, I'm going to run it. I'm going to give it all I got. So they record and they fast times don't really be quote unquote playing, because it's like, no, I have to go here no matter what, because it's on my season. So when they do it, I'm a little more lenient than I am with the pros. That's why I asked that question, like, what do y'all think? Do you think it's more the athletes or more the facilities, or both? And Coach, you hit on a good point. Strength and conditioning has now become a major factor in colleges, to where I know when I was in college, it wasn't. Like, at Texas Tech, after track practice, I'm gone. What weight room? And it wasn't mandatory. It wasn't mandatory at all. And then when I was in college at KCK, we didn't have no damn weight room. So I know strength and conditioning and also recovery have become major at a lot of these universities. So I think that's one reason why you starting to see so many of them. And hell, I want to keep seeing them. Kudos to them kids. I swear, hey, I started out to see the New Mutants. Kudos to it. I love to see when the college kids do what they're doing, as long as they're doing it in college. Don't you bring your ass over here to this pro meet. I told y'all, stay over there. But you come over here to this side. I love it when you do it over here. Over here, don't you bring your ass over here to Miramar and try to get these lanes. Do that. You stay over there where you at.
What I was gonna say is like I'd say if it's percentage, like out of 100%, I'd say 75% athletes, 25% like track facility gear and everything like that. Because like you said, like if you give me the power spikes right now, like you give me the best spikes in the world, you let me run in the best facility in the world, I am not breaking any freaking records. Like it's just not gonna happen. Like so a track and a
you get your groupies lined up, they give you all that support. He ain't tell you what you might do.
Like so like a track and spikes are not gonna make a slow person fast. Doesn't happen. But a track and spikes can make a fast person already even faster. Like that's what it can do. Like so when people are when you see like 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds wearing super spikes, it's like you don't need those because it's not like you're not going to get any faster than if you were just running like you need to. There's too much stuff that you need to work on before you should start worrying about like the little things. And so sure, like I bet you like there are people that are running slightly faster. They have the ability to run faster for longer because of modern technology, but I don't think anyone is running faster than they should be because of it. Like it's just, you know, it's a tool at the end of the day. Just like how football cleats are a tool in football. Like by wearing cleats and not wearing cleats, if I was wearing cleats and I'm going up against, you know, number one, I don't know, I'm going up against the badger or whatever, the honey badger, whatever it is, bro, he gonna clamp me down. Whether he's wearing slippers or nothing. Like it don't matter if I'm wearing cleats. Like I'm getting clamped. It don't matter. So it's like that's what I don't think it makes bad people good.
Yeah, it's like taking Nitto tires. If you put Nitto tires on a Mustang versus Nitto tires on a dang Toyota Celica, it ain't gonna be the same.
You can't put makeup on a pig and call it different.
You definitely can't put makeup on a pig and call it pretty. Cannot do that. You know what? I think it's time for us to go off of that one. We don't hit our 2 hours 17. Well, actually, we didn't pass our 2 hour marker. We hit our 2 hours 17 minute marker. This is what happens because we don't supposed to be on this early. So I had to watch the clock because if I sit here and keep going, we're going to keep going. And I'm supposed to be at work right now. Thank God to Jeremy Warner because he at the gym. We appreciate you because I know you got me playing on at the gym right now. I'm on my way to help finish up for the 6 o'clock session, sir. I appreciate you getting this 5 o'clock session for me because he so texted me like, oh, Ray, oh, you see the clock? You come to work today? Yeah, I'll be back. But anyway, hey, so we've been on here a little too long. We done had our laughs. We done had our fun. We don't realize that they don't like me and Coach. It's really, they come on here for Colin, at least the way as that's been established. I can't wait till we get the track meet together. Me and Colin going to the club, baby. I'm trying to tell you, Colin. If they right next to me, baby, I got everything else. They want 3-4 drinks, I got it. You just stay right here next to me, baby. Cause we finna pull them. Woo, we finna pull them and Colin with me, boy. Colin got his own super show. I'm talking about. God, out of here. Ooh, I appreciate that $2. She gave $2 for the worst wig. Colin, did I mute you? Did I mute you? Or did you mute yourself? No, you mute yourself. Colin, you on mute. You mute? We can't hear you. Colin, we can't hear nothing you saying. Can't hear nothing you saying. Nothing. Can't hear nothing you saying. Nothing.
What about now?
Now,
yeah.
Hey, look,
my mic died.
Big boys too. What about now? Stop with the groupies.
My mic died, so that's what happened. I forgot to charge it up. But yeah, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I forget. Sorry.
Just accept the groupies love you. That's it. You got
appreciate it.
That's it. Hey, all right, y'all. As if these people don't know, because some of them might be new. Coach, tell them where you at, what you do, how they can find you.
Man, you can find me on Twitter at Part 4. IG. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all again, if you ain't got no posts, okay, I'm not gonna accept you on IG. Okay? You ain't gonna just be on my page trolling me. Okay? Okay? My IG page is my screen name right there. Right there. Okay? That's my IG page. Okay? If I don't know you and I look at your page, you only got 0 or 1 foot. No, bro. We ain't doing that.
Not letting you in.
Send a message if you can. Hey, I know who you is. Okay, where I'm from. I watch race take. Okay, cool. I'll let you in. Okay. Thank you. But side note, my brother Kyle Stevenson, who I do track chat with the most known unknowns, his mother died last week. It was unfortunate, and I want everyone, please send prayers out to him. It's a difficult time right now. A man lost his mother, his daughter lost his grandmother. So and she's the matriarch of the family. So, shout out to my brother Kyle Stevenson, man. We love you, boy. And we here if you need us, man.
Appreciate that, Coach. Appreciate that. Colin.
Yeah. First, I got to give a huge thank you to probably many of y'all on Instagram. Hit a major milestone this morning. 14,000 followers over on Instagram. We finally crossed over that. Absolutely insane. This time 2 years ago, I had 500 followers. Yep. So we went from 500 to 14,000 in 2 years, and it is absolutely insane. Thank you so much to all of y'all for supporting. Wouldn't be able to do that without you guys. So if you want to add to it, right now we're hoping to trend by the end of this season. We should be at 20,000. So if we keep doing what we're doing, we'll keep growing, spreading the sport, doing all that. Go follow me over at Track World News if you want to be part of the movement. And that's all I got to say.
That number is well deserved and well earned, because nobody works as hard as you do on their freaking social media platform, whatever they create. I don't even work that hard on race day. Nobody works as hard as you do at making your niche, which is Track World News, be just that. If it's anything you want to know what done happened in track and field, yeah, Ray gonna tell you on Monday, whatever. But Track World News gonna have that shit like breaking news for real. Like, I'll be like, let me find out what done happened in track and field. I'm gonna go to Colin Page shit so I can let me go to Colin Page. I can get some topics from Colin Page, boy, like for real. So hey, kudos to you for that, brother. Like seriously, like that's major, because you've done it the right way. Like, you've been Track World News. Like, you stuck to that. You don't get out your lane. You like, I don't know, this is what I do. I'm gonna give y'all this. I'm gonna give y'all that. I'm gonna give y'all my Bowerman list. And you got a recipe that works for you. So keep that, because what you are now in years to come, it should be the number one. Well, right now it is number one track source. But to me, when I see Track World News, it reminds me of the magazine we used to have that was called Track and Field News that we don't have anymore. So I'm hoping that you replace that, and because that's pretty much what you're doing now. So that's a huge milestone, brother. I appreciate you for being on here for that. And y'all know, make sure y'all go and support them, all of them, even Anson. Y'all know Track World News, TNT. Come on. I mean, what's he call it? Sprint Culture. I'm sorry, Sprint Culture. Make sure y'all go follow Sprint Culture, and him and Gat actually got a new YouTube channel now called Sprint Culture. So they took
Gatlin's personal podcast. Go check that out. He put one up today when him and his parents was talking.
Yeah.
So go check it out.
Track and Field Network. That's what it is. Yeah. So check out Colin. I mean, not Colin. Damn. Track World News and Track
Anson.
Y'all gotta work on the name. Go check out Anson's because he too is doing what he can to help push this sport as we all can. So we will all continue to support each other as long as y'all all continue to support us. Per usual, do not forget to like and subscribe. If you are new, we appreciate you. Welcome. This is how we do it. This is the last. This is what we do. We go in, we go crazy. It's always love, like we always tell y'all. None of this is personal. Don't you take it personal. Don't go to Twitter and be going back and forth with each other because you can't see each other. I've been saying it for 3 years. Stop doing it, okay? You look stupid, all right? All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all, fellas. We better get out of here. Go ahead.
All right. See you guys. Peace.
Peace.
All right, gang. There you have it. Another episode. Another beautiful episode. Again, congratulations to my brother Fred on making history. And that's about it. We'll see y'all later on in the week if something spectacular happens. Or if not, we'll see y'all next Monday. Love y'all. We out of here.